All right, what is up, everyone? Good evening. So we are setting up for FTX 118 with Task Force Charlie, and I will be Zeusing yet again tonight. So should be a good one, and same as last week, we're going to be training on CQC. So as per usual with the FTXs, first portion of it is going to be some sandbox, some demonstration, and then practice, and then they're going to do some quick fast rope refreshing with the birds and stuff, and then head out and do the actual FTX. So that should be a good one. Unfortunately, I am running solo tonight, so apologies ahead of time if I'm not able to really chat with you guys too much. Tends to be a little more difficult when I'm solo Zeusing for the entire task force, so yeah, I'll do what I can. Absolutely, Chief. That is the grind from Red Alert 2, one of the greatest RTSs ever made, hands down. And good evening, Jal. So yeah, right now we're just hanging out, waiting for everybody to get loaded in. They're starting to load in right now. And Hammer is Task Force Commander tonight. Drum is filling in somewhere. I believe he might be running a squad tonight. I think he might be running 3-3. I'm not positive. And then obviously myself, I am Zeusing. Hey, Stingray. So yeah, got everything set up ahead of time, so I don't really have any building or anything to do right now, which generally I don't on stream anyways. I don't usually build the missions while on stream, just so you guys aren't trying to watch it and get an edge or any shit like that. So basically just kind of hanging out right now. Is it getting warmer? A little bit. It cooled down quite a bit. What was it, like Thursday night or whatever? We had that heat wave and it was like 60 degrees. And then it cooled way fucking down. And we got like 5-6 inches of snow. Let's see, where's Hellkit? You fuck off my server with that STG UI shit. And where he's at? Where is he? Guess what you're doing right now? Watching me? That's a pretty good guess, I know. Oh, right on, Stingray. I can tell you now, I won't remember that. Hey, Liquid. It is very few and far between I'm able to remember guys' names from the unit to Twitch and who's who and all that shit. Building your own regiment right now? As in, regiment with what? Like, are you playing Green Army Men, or are you talking like an ArmA unit? In either case, good luck. Hopefully it works out for you, and enjoy all the work. Jal, I'm guessing you mean 80 degrees. And fuck that.
Sevens, 3 Mike, Virgil Lima Charlie, frequency 130.1 over.
3 Mike, 37, copy that, out.
Alright, so are we joining you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's all good, Jal. I knew what you were meaning.
Check on frequency 31 over.
Havoc 36.
Hey, Huey, how's it going?
Charlie over.
Havoc 5, this is Havoc 3, this is Havoc 36, solid copy on your last. Havoc 36 out.
Stagger radio check 31.1 over.
Oh, I guess I should get my radios set up here.
This is Richie.
Roger out.
God damn it.
0.1 over.
Manual.
Charlie, hold on. Wow. Quick draw, McGraw. Yep, okay, stand by, join company.
This is Havoc 36, requesting radar check on frequency 130, over.
36, this is 37 reading, Limitron frequency 130.
Solid copy.
Be advised, if I get a slow response from me, it's probably because I'm coughing out a lung.
Out of my ear.
Havoc 4, this is 37
This is
reading,
Dagger,
Limitron
saying
frequency
if
31.
you get a slow response, it's probably because I'm in the background coughing out a lung.
Roger, Havoc 4 out.
Alright, hopefully the radios are at a decent volume.
Any station on this net, this is Havoc 4 requesting radio check on frequency 130,
Oh, it's good to hear, Huey.
over. Havoc 4, this is 36,
Yeah, hopefully all you guys are having a good weekend.
This is Havoc 4, solid copy out.
Any urges to lightning bolt anyone in Zeus? No. Urges to slap someone upside the back of the head for being a fucking idiot? Yes, but lightning bolt someone? No.
Any station, this
We do not use the lightning bolt.
Requesting radio check on frequency 31 over. Havoc 3 Romeo, this is Havoc 5 on 31 Lima Charlie over. Havoc 5 3
I'm
Romeo.
only catching a live show.
Thanks.
And I have to apologize, guys. I was supposed to stream a race last night, You know, I did the MX5 race during the afternoon, and then I was going to do the GT3 race last night. And yeah, for whatever reason, every time I opened up OBS, it just completely destroyed my frames in Assetto, and I could not figure out why in time, because I had to get the race going. So yeah, I don't know what the issue was there, but hopefully it's squared away now. Everything's working fine now, but I'm also not in VR right now. Yeah, kind of sucked. It was a decent race yesterday. Qualified pole. Ended up finishing 4th after a couple of stupid spins, but yeah, it was a pretty good race. But everything's good for tonight, and then tomorrow I have a GT3 race tomorrow afternoon at Brands Hatch, and again, hopefully everything will be working all right then. I'll have to test it out ahead of time, make sure everything's good with OBS while I'm in VR. And then tomorrow night, I will be Task Force commanding for Task Force Bravo. But it's been a busy week. I have streamed every single day this week, and I'm streaming. I think every day next week as well, with exception to maybe Monday. But Monday I still may stream a practice session for Assetto. I'm not real sure yet. But yeah, streaming pretty much every day.
So they have only 2 squad leaders that showed up tonight?
I don't know. Sure. Donate firm, sir. Actually 3, but one is acting 3-7 tonight, sir.
No, I think they're Havoc 3's running a little short on guys tonight. I'm not really sure why, but I think they had to consolidate down to 3 squads. Not real positive. Which, if that's the case, that kind of sucks, because I know last week for Task Force Alpha we had an absolutely full task force. So I'm not real sure what's going on, why so many guys from Havoc 3 are missing tonight.
Be advised, be sure that we have all weapons conditioned for prior to the beginning of the FTX. Over.
This is solid copy on your. This is Havoc 3-6. Solid copy on your last. Havoc 5. Over.
Well, Gel,
make sure all your guys are conditioned for
as Gel knows, and some of you guys might know, I was recently offered a full-time job doing property maintenance, so kind of along the lines of what I used to do, basically being a handyman. You know, I used to do rough framing, so along the same lines, kind of. Yeah, I was offered a full-time job, so I've had to kind of take a little bit of time and think about whether I wanted to continue streaming and try to make this work and continue to grow it, or if I wanted to take that full-time job with known income. And I don't know. I'm leaning towards sticking with streaming because this is something that I love and that I really want to make work. But I still haven't made a decision yet, honestly. The job offer is still on the table and will be until next Friday. So just kind of giving it a little bit more time and, you know, trying to make the best decision for not only myself but also for my family. So we'll see. Long short is I haven't decided yet.
That the LTA has requested. Over.
Copy that.
3-6 out. All right. What is it? What is it doing? Yeah, it could be. And remember, I have a micro dagger in a what's name in there. Drop the micro dagger then. Because you have to set up
LT.
Hello.
Hello.
Someone over there sounds like he's talking through like an underwater thing.
Over in the guys that are lined up.
Yeah, a lot of people got the flu going around, you know.
Well, then tell him to fucking stop.
Equipment check. Alright.
I'm sorry, I'm an asshole. Like, when somebody's fucking audio sounds like dog shit, I yell at them.
Never know. Check these fresh guys.
Drugs,
all
condoms, puppies, whatever.
We don't do condoms in the field.
Are you implying we like the raw dogging in the field?
Done 6-3 on Senate 0.
Probably, sir. I don't know. I'm just
And I have no idea what the hell that jingling sound was, because nothing came up on my stream label, so I don't know what the fuck that was.
Can you just be advised, JTAX, that
That's
Dungeon Screen
fucking
may not
weird.
be here all the time, so if I get asked something and I don't respond, I may just be away.
Roger on 133.
Yep, no big deal.
They're loading in, I see.
Loading in now. Solid copy.
Radio check on one.
Roger on.
1.1.
Roger on 133 over.
Oh, I didn't even know I had alerts turned on for that. Yeah, just had a pledge via Patreon, so whoever that was, if you're watching right now, thank you very, very much for that pledge. I definitely appreciate it.
Alpha, this is team lead on radio frequency radio.
Sergeant Petco.
Hey, right on, Wave. Good to hear, man. Glad you're getting some use out of it.
So we're gonna go ahead and do a little different tonight. At moments, you're gonna be leading the platoon. I will be pumping the orders down to you.
Who's the lead pilot over here?
But yeah, again, whoever that was that just pledged on Patreon, if you're watching, again, thank you very much. You guys have no idea how much that means, your guys' generosity. Hook now thanks to me. Well, in that case, I don't know if I should say you're welcome or I'm sorry. Maybe a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B.
Yep. Mostly that. Moments we've noticed that's the breakdown with me and LT sometimes.
Is that the way you do a radio check?
So a copy out.
Oh, right on, Liquid. Well, again, thank you. I know you're definitely a big supporter of the channel.
3-4, this is 3-6. I read you Lima Charlie frequency 130.
Welcome to me. Sorry for my wife. Yeah, that's usually about how it goes.
All squads, this is 3-6 break.
Let me know when all your squads are ready and equipped it and ready to kick some ass over.
Be green if you want.
Oh, look at that. I had me a fresh monster delivered.
Alright, all teams, make sure you let me know when all of you assess. Alpha and Charlie have CLS. Make sure you got your E-tools.
Is Alpha blue or is Bravo blue? Because Bravo should be blue. Bravo blue. Makes sense.
Get your CLS.
What's unauthorized?
He's not in right now, line.
Oh, never mind. Bravo doesn't have a team leader yet.
Yeah, it looks like they're only running the 3 squads tonight.
God damn it.
Bravo blue.
Also, make sure you condition for your weapons. That means mag out your
You're gonna
guns.
see how to get into the race department races? It's pretty easy, Wave. Just all you gotta do is get a premium membership to race department, which does cost money, but it's like I said, it's like $7 for the entire year. So you get a premium membership, and then you can sign up for the club races, which are what me and Bobby run. Do I get car setups from race department? I don't anymore. I set the car up myself, but you can. There's a whole section on there in Assetto Corsa for you can just straight up download setups. And most of them are really good. I personally, I don't bother with it just because at this point I've been racing for so long. I've got kind of baseline setups for majority of tracks that I race, or at least tracks that are similar. So I can just kind of start with that setup and then tune it for that specific track.
Not a problem. Alright, no worries.
Hey, sir, I did have an Lingo Dingo error when I was coming in, but it still let me in.
What the hell?
What's the manual?
Don't know.
The manual's missing the fucking map.
I didn't miss any today. Not that I'm seeing. rip someone's fucking head off.
You see this? Alright, when Sergeant Lurie comes back, tell him to get special manual shit squared out.
That's what he's doing right now, Sergeant Reggie.
All squads, it's 3-6. What's the status of you guys?
Unfortunately, I can't look at it right now, Wave. But I'll try to remember to take a look at it later on.
Solid copy, 3-3. Lieutenant.
Sergeant.
Alright, I have one squad having their loading right now.
Sergeant Yogi.
Actually, a minute due to some weight issues they were having.
No.
Is Private Coble one of yours, or is he filling in for you?
He's one of mine.
Roger, you tell him he comes into this fucking war room without his TFAR connected again, he's gonna have big goddamn problems.
Oh, sounds
Welcome, First Sergeant. I'll let him know now.
Sir, Corporal Harbin is having some technical difficulties.
This is Havoc
he'll be
3-6 off comms for 1 mic over.
Hold on.
This is 3-6 off comms for 1
Corporal
mic.
Harbin is having some technical difficulties.
If you can carry it, fine. If not, it's
for leading mortars.
Think gotta.
Thank you. Who's 2IC for
A
more?
minute after it would start. I don't know how the scheduling would make you show up a minute after it would start. Maybe an hour if you're confused on the time zones. But yeah, I mean the class times are the class times. We don't change them or anything like that. They're on the same days at the same time every week.
We're gonna have to drop one of them because I'm carrying
Say again?
200 round boxes, so that's over 1,000.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, Wave, I'm not the
I got
boss.
it. It's the one closest to the Chinook.
This guy's standing next to me, and one of the guys over there, wherever the fuck he's at, they're the boss. Well, actually, Hammer's not even the boss. Drum is the boss. We just do his bidding. No, I essentially the first sergeant is the senior enlisted man in the entire unit, so I'm the senior NCO. So all of the guys in front of you right now are enlisted, with the exception to Captain Drumheller and Lieutenant Hammersmain, and the fucking pilots over there. So I'm not in charge of all of these guys, but they do answer to me. And I answer to the two officers.
Havoc 3-4 Mike, radio check.
This is Havoc 5 on 3-1 Charlie over.
No, Wave. The highest rank is a captain, as we run a infantry company. Company consists of 3 infantry platoons.
Copy. Out.
So the highest rank we have is captain, which is why I always get a good laugh out of units that have like colonels and generals and shit, and they have like 2 squads. Thunder is Brownlee tonight. Lieutenant Brownlee.
Resupply point. Over.
Or as I call him, Teabag. Seriously? Is Emmanuel one of yours too?
No.
Welcome back, Corporal.
I don't know which mods it is.
Roger.
Yep.
Find whoever the fuck is responsible for him, and tell him if I gotta kick him off the server for the same stupid shit a 3rd time, he's gonna have a bad fucking night.
I already let them know, First Sergeant.
Situation.
Havoc 5, this is Havoc 4 requesting a radio check on frequency, tree 1 over.
Havoc 4, this is Havoc 5 on 3-1 Charlie over.
And no, Wave, we do not PvP. It would be fucking damn near impossible to PvP with like another 40 people on a server. The fucking, God, the desync would be so bad. Hey, Ty. Oh, we got AA Ron in the house.
Smorters over here hanging out with all their friends.
I can't.
No, I don't really play PUBG.
Yeah. I can't see.
Alright, roger that.
D4 go for 3-7.
3-7, be advised, I'm still waiting on 2 times, guys. 3-4. Apart from that, we're green.
3-7 copies, 3-4. We're gonna start at a specific time. Hopefully they're in by then. If not, then we're just gonna they're gonna have to jump
You
in.
ever find out where the fuck Ollie is tonight?
3-4 copies out.
LOA.
Oh. What's he on LOA for?
Family vacation.
Oh. Fucking officers. I mean, I hope he has a good time. So they are running 3 squads tonight, correct? Alright. Shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. They're loading. Some of them are loading in right now. Some of them are doing a hard reboot.
Copy. Fine. We'll probably start without them 9 times out of 10.
Let's see, AA Ron over here timing motherfuckers out already. Good job, AA Ron.
Do the Android. It's faster. You guys don't have to be so far away they don't bite.
Well, the main thing, Tinkata, is make sure you always show up on time. And for us, on time means you're 15 minutes early. And that's the reason for that. If you show up on time, there's no way you can possibly be late. So essentially, if you show up 15 minutes early, there's no way you can ever be late for anything. And that's a mentality you should have all through life. It's show up on time everywhere. Doesn't matter what the fuck's going on. Doesn't matter how simple or how complex it is. Whatever it is that you're doing, fucking show up on time, and you'll never be late.
Heavy 5 is Heavy 4 on tree 1 over.
This is Havoc 5, send traffic.
5, this is 4. Be advised, Heavy 4 is all ready to go at this time, over.
Roger. Tango Mike.
4 out.
Havoc 3, this is 3-6. All you guys in and ready to go.
Okay, tell me. Is it just me, or every time he says 4 out, it sounds like he's saying far out because of the fucking accent? Okay, thank you.
This is 3-3, we're good to go.
Hey, Assault, how's it going?
Solid copy 3-3. 3-1.
This is Mo requesting radio check on frequency 134.3.
3-1 has 2 guys coming in. Won't take long.
Solid copy 3-1. 3-4.
This is 3-4. I still got 1 guy loading at this time, but apart from that, we're all set.
Solid copy 3-4.
We're about to get started, so go ahead and head back down.
Havoc 5, this is 3-6.
Roger that, heading back.
This is Havoc 5, send it.
Havoc 5, 3-6. Be advised. Oh, you're right here, sir. Alright,
He's fucking standing right next to you, Richie.
A couple of stranglers that are coming in, but be ready to start on the time over. I mean, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oh, I'm sure I will, Ty. You know how it is. Especially considering he's squad leading, so I'm sure he'll be up towards the front somewhere, and I'll end up finding him with a stray bullet, or grenade, or rocket, or mortar, or something.
Since this is going to be mount, I'm going to go switch to that. Thank you.
While you're doing the demonstration shit and the sand table and everything, if you need anything down, just message me, just message me on the Blue Force.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. From the other side of fucking town, I could fire a goddamn BB gun and it'd still hit him. Don't nuke them this time. Yeah, we probably won't see that happen again.
When I'm in the lieutenant's
Probably ever.
position, that's like the platoon sergeant. Yes, Sergeant Yogi.
God damn it, Assault! Don't fucking give it away. Fucking see you over there, cheating on me, talking in his chat and shit.
Yeah, just tell him to read down on Task Force Radio. Yeah.
I do believe the multi-twitch is up tonight with me and Drum, so if you want to watch both at the same time, you can.
Gonna be with 3-1. Talking you, Sergeant Yogi, Anderson get some stragglers in. I mean, Sergeant Alert. Alright, and also what you want to do is walk around, check to make sure everybody's carrying their proper equipment, no one is carrying something out of place. But just in the future, you know that's when you...
Something on E-tool.
Say again, Bravo team name? Roger.
Same. Alright, let's get this show on the road.
Have fun. Shoot you later.
Is it me, but I can't move? Huh.
Yep. All Task Force Charlie Element School Circle.
Oh yeah, I feel you think that. Usually, like, when I multi-twitch, like, on the rare occasions I watch a multi-twitch, I usually just mute one and watch, you know, both.
Let's make Sergeant Smith feel really uncomfortable.
Oh, please don't do that to me.
Not for Havoc Free? Please don't do that to me, sir.
Yeah, I can't move.
Alright, go ahead.
You all until you fucking die!
Hey, Dragon, thank you for the follow.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen of Task Force Charlie, welcome to FTX 0118. We have a lot on our plate today to get through as kind of a refresher to get us started into this new year of excellence in the ArmA Milsim community.
Only 3 streams
So,
tonight?
what we're
Yeah,
gonna
that
be
is
doing,
kind
number one,
of
is we're gonna be
kind of
going
low compared to
over room
normal.
clearing. We're going to be doing a number of dry runs. We have kill houses set up. We're going to be doing demonstrations as well as exercises for everybody. The second thing we're going to be doing is doing drills with air assault. We're going to be trying fast roping out of Chinook helicopters today. After we do that, we're going to be moving on to a live fire exercise, which will be briefed prior to that. One thing I want to mention is that we have our last mod update was December 1st. That is 6 weeks
Dare you
ago.
to walk into the crowd and yell, "Oh yeah"? Well, let's see. I'm not 13. I'm not mentally fucking retarded, so no.
We've had 6 weeks to fucking do it.
That's the type of happy, half-tard shit you like to watch, then this isn't the place for you.
I like to get started early if possible, up to 5 minutes early, but here we are waiting. I know we just got done with winter stand down. I know that we had a lot of time off. It's time to fucking scrape off the rust and get back to our level of efficiency that we expect. Understood?
Well,
Roger.
That was a weak fucking hooah,
right,
Jesus
so if you guys
Christ.
Follow me. We're going to be moving over to kind of that tower area over yonder, and we're going to be starting room clearing. Follow me.
No, I think there's 3 pilots in here tonight.
Get out of my way.
Make a hole for the lieutenant.
Thank you.
Follow me, I'm better looking anyway.
Which is why we're taking the Chinooks instead of 4 Blackhawks. All these plebeians in there walking.
Hey, old Smith.
Oh yeah, they're doing this
Oh,
thing
wow.
first, I think.
I'm an A10 pilot, believe it or not. Wow, I'm an A10 pilot.
This is Bravo, ready to check on frequency 131.2 over.
I will PT you all until you fucking
Everybody get inside and face the door here.
Santoris, thank you for the follow. Trump has to have his face on this, yeah. It's I've had guys ask me a lot, like, why I don't use a face cam and shit, and I mean, honestly, the simple answer is because I wouldn't be able to sit here and stream without my shirt on. which majority of the time I don't have my shirt on. And they also, you know, frown upon people smoking and shit like that on stream, which, as most of you guys know, I sit here and fucking chain smoke cigarettes, so...
So first thing we're going to do
is
is
what
how
it
to
is.
properly clear a room. Think of this gigantic hangar as an example of a room that you go into with a door on the back left corner like that. You guys are stacked up on the outside, and you're going
you guys need
to
to join
enter...
the school circle over there.
Yeah, get around me. Get close so y'all can hear me.
You know it,
So
AA,
y'all
Ron.
stacked up. You say 1 set,
Saving
2
myself
set,
for
3
you.
set, 4 set. What's the first thing you do when you are about to clear a room? Say it out loud if you know it. Pie the door is the correct answer. Pieing the door is as follows.
Oh, they must all be on fucking
Come a
Whistler
little
still.
closer if you guys want. Oh, you're out here doing it. All right. Watch the captain. He's giving examples. Pieing the door is
Well, thank you.
basically
Well, you're welcome, Joe.
trying to see the opposite corner of the room through the door. So you basically pie it. Think of it as slicing a pie. That's why we call pieing it. Pretty simple, right? So as you can see, he is cutting across the entrance to the door, scanning the entire 180 sector on the interior. After everyone on the outside is set and about to enter, he then basically comes in. Now, as you see, he went to the right. When he enters the right,
Yeah,
he
now I'm
checks
just
the
waiting
near
for my
corner
fucking
over
food
there.
to get here, man. I don't know what the
After he
fuck
checked
Sid is
the near
doing,
corner,
but she's
he
taking
moved
forever
over
to get
check
home.
the far corner over there. The second person behind him came in and goes left to check the near corner and then the far corner. And then it's
Are watching
opposite
when
from
drama
there.
switched to me for more
The third
family
person
friendly.
comes in,
Yeah.
checks the far corner in the center of the room. The fourth person goes the opposite way, checks the left corner, center of the room. Understood?
Yeah, I'm about as family friendly as a fucking
Alright,
abortion clinic.
I heard 3-1 was going to be doing an example of that. Can I get 3-1 outside? 3-1 Alpha, I believe.
It'll be True on Bravo, Lieutenant.
Alright, Roger. 3-1 Bravo, why don't you get out there and show us how it's done?
I think really the only difference between me and Drum is, you know,
Makes it
one,
really
he's got
good.
the face cam thing on. But I talk to Chad a lot more. Like, I hang out and bullshit with you guys pretty much the entire
Better not
time,
fuck up,
when I'm
guys.
able to anyways. But I also have a lot less patience for fucking idiots.
go
Like,
ahead.
Drum will just
Move when
ban
you're
them.
comfortable.
I personally
One set.
prefer to
Good set.
make them look like
Reset.
total fucking idiots in front of everyone and then ban them.
Fine.
Because let's face it, if you can't have fun, what's the point?
Got a big room, looks clear. Moving in to the right.
Moving left.
Going right.
Perfect. Now when you guys are moving, now you see we have this guy
Why the
over
fuck
here
did you
on the
not
wall.
go
Keep
all the way to
moving
the
along
corner?
walls to make sure the people behind you can get into the
No,
door.
I'm
Whatever you
not
do,
letting
do
that
not
go.
stand in this doorway. This is called the fatal funnel. That means you guys will be killed if you don't fucking get out of the way of the door. One thing I did not mention either prior to having them breach, if there's contacts inside the building, one thing that you want to ascertain while you are pieing the door is that if there are any people inside, civilians or threats or whatever, if they're shooting at you, you need to decide if you're going to flash or frag the door or do nothing. That's a good opportunity to do that. So if there are contacts inside and they're shooting at you, when in doubt, frag out. If you know that there are civilians in the area, flash out. Whatever sort of, I'll leave that to your team leader's discretion. So when you're pieing the door, you make that decision. You breach. You do exactly what they did. They move nice and they move nice along the walls together, but keep moving. Like right now, they're coming in. They can keep moving and keep clearing and sweeping the room. Obviously, this is a big room.
LT.
But make sure there's room behind you. First Sergeant, go ahead.
Did you tell them the end of the room is right there where Private Littleberry is standing?
No, that's where I was getting to. So like you said, we have to go all the way to the end of the fucking room against the wall. So Private Littleberry, keep on moving to the corner, the far corner over there. Once you get to that corner, move to the next corner. And you follow behind him, Specialist. Same with you, Senior Airman. Give this guy
Keep
some
moving
room here.
sideways, looking into the center of the room.
Fucking Christ.
Just pretend the room ends there, guys. We don't have to do the whole fucking hangar. Pretend the wall is right here in this room. Alright? Right where I'm running. Alright, that fucks it up. All right, so let's try that again. I want to see you guys move all the way through the room.
All right, he took care of it himself.
Go ahead and go at your discretion.
First, they're doing this just as a quick demonstration, then they're going to move over to the kill houses and actually go through the 2 different kill houses. Then we'll do the quick fast roping test, and then we'll head out to the actual AO and
I'll kind us up.
shoot some shit.
Fine. Yeah, we have a big room. Looks like it's clear. I'm breaching right.
Going in, going left.
Going in, going right.
Going left.
I should have fucking watched them.
Alright, good enough. Make sure your gun is always up. I saw, let's see, Sergeant Stevens, your gun was down. When you're going in and there's people shooting at you, keep that gun up, alright?
A-frame, sir.
First Sergeant, anything to add to that one? Is he here?
Not at this time, LT.
Thank you. Captain, anything to add?
It's on the other side of the fucking wall.
Pieing across the door, you don't have to pie all the way across. You can do all the way across like I do, or you can do halfway like whoever was playing on that team did, or whoever was pieing on that team did.
Like they won't kill each other in the kill house this week? We'll see.
What? You hear me? Lieutenant Hammersman, you can hear me, right?
Yes, Captain.
Okay, always try to kill everything from the outside that you can before going into any room or building. Clear the windows, go around the house, shoot everything from the outside, because going into a room with a guy with a machine gun is the most dangerous thing we can do. That's why we pie the door
I do have something to
a lot
add.
more in ArmA than we do in real life. It's not something you would do to that extent in real life, but it's super effective in ArmA.
Actually do have something to add, LT.
Go ahead, First Sergeant.
Anybody tell me what the scariest sound in the world is? Anybody?
Empty gun, First Sergeant.
A click. That's right. You're getting ready to breach into a house. If you have even the tiniest shadow of a fucking doubt in the back of your mind that you do not have enough rounds in the magazine to get it done, do attack reload. Throw a fresh mag in it just to be safe. And make goddamn sure you have that fun switch flipped on the M4 when you go inside the house. Everybody tracking on that?
Yes, First Sergeant.
Yes, First Sergeant.
Alright, it's all LT.
Thank you. Does everyone here understand the fundamentals of clearing a room? Nobody does.
Yes, sir.
Alright, there we go. Good. Alright. Well, we're going to be practicing that in the kill houses. The next step, though, before we do that is the serpentine T, or whatever, the flying T is what I call it, but in that hallway over there.
Flying T.
So follow me over there.
The fucking rolling T, Hammer. Not the goddamn Mighty Ducks, you dickhead.
So think of this area as a long hallway. How are you as a fire team going to be moving through that hallway? 3-1 Bravo, I want you to demonstrate.
Well, the A1 is the only M4 that anybody carries, so yes.
Sure. Well, actually, looks like. Hold up. All right, looks like we have the captain and sergeant over here doing that. See, the front 2 man of the T are the ones sweeping opposite sectors, so they are moving. The 2 men are basically behind them. We have one up the center, as such.
And that's technically not even the... There we go. That's rolling T.
The 4th man is watching their rear. And then you guys move up the hallway as the entire team. So as you're seeing what happens when they get to the end of this wall here, they're going to button hook around.
Right's clear, hooking left.
Hooking right.
And there you go. That's what happens.
Want to watch
I want you guys to, let's see, let's get 3-1 Bravo on the
What's the scariest sound in the world? A10, yeah.
Way towards us. I want to see you guys do that.
No, honestly, the scariest sound in the world is, incoming.
That are important. We almost never get a hallway this wide to have to worry about those extra 2 guys, but we are constantly going down hallways and corridors.
Yeah, when you're on base, that's pretty much the scariest sound in the world.
Reach all those built-up compounds that we go into all the time. And I see people doing it wrong all the time. That's why we're going over this.
Left looks clear.
Looking left.
Looking right.
That's clear.
Right's clear.
You should probably get a little closer to the end before you hook. Try to make sure from about here.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, Assault.
Get as far up as you can without poking your head out of your side. So that would be bad. But about right here is as far as you want to get and call the other side clear, and then you hook around and you pie it out or you hook it or whatever.
All right, do you guys understand the fundamentals there? All right.
Yes, Lieutenant.
So now let's take this classroom and put it to some practice. We have 4 kill houses out there. We have 2 large ones and 2 small ones. I want every single fire team to run both a large one and a small one together as a team. The small ones are going to be used for 2-man clears. The large ones are going to be used for clearing as a fire team. Understood? So follow me. I'll
Well,
point
see,
you guys in the right direction.
that's kind of the bad thing about buildings in ArmA is we don't have, you know, kind of your traditional buildings in the sense like the MBG kill houses, which we're gonna be adding into the mod pack, do simulate like when you go up a staircase, how there'll be a landing and stuff like that. And the staircases are actually wide enough to go up shoulder to shoulder. But you know, a lot of the buildings in ArmA are just super fucking tiny, so you can't do like proper CQC in
There
them.
are 2 sectors right here. This northern tower, there is a small one.
Know what we use to host our servers? I don't remember the name of the company right offhand. I know it's based in Canada, and it's an actual dedicated server. It's not a virtual server.
Whatever you start at, just do the opposite one.
So
just do the other
it's
one. All right. You can tell the large one is a hallway. So
the server itself is a beast, but I don't remember the name of the company that we use.
At the beginning, understood?
Remember,
really good company though. We've only had an issue twice where they happened to do fucking network maintenance while we were trying to run an operation, but other than that, it's been really good.
Shoot it again just to be sure. Another thing to remember is the wooden walls on the inside of these shoot houses.
Yeah, exactly, Captain. The only downside is, you know, using those kill houses. There's no other buildings in ArmA that those kill houses are representative of. So like, it's very good for training and like getting the basics down. That's why I like it. That's why I want to use it. But like practical application to ArmA, it doesn't really work all that well.
Also, feel free to use flashbangs in this exercise. As far as that wants to go, I want you guys to practice throwing them and hitting them off walls or whatever you're trying to do to get that.
Blake, all you gotta do is be sitting in TeamSpeak when they call for fill-ins in the global channel.
All right. Havoc 3, delegate where your men need to go.
Copy, sir.
Our server hosting's not that bad. I think it's $75 a month for our server.
3-3, going up in the tower. Next one following over to
Alright.
over here.
Stand by until they're finished over there.
Which that was only, I think our old server, our virtual server was like 60 a month, so it was only $15 more a month to step up to a full dedicated box.
Alright.
Follow me.
Follow to the southern one.
Alright, you got 4 pilots, right? We got 3 rotary and 1 A10. So
Alright, let's go around. You might want to just go with the pilots.
Name of the rotary pilot without a backpack?
Go to the southern side as well.
I don't know any of the rotary pilots that would have a backpack. Pilots don't carry backpacks. That one is Chief Moreno. Yeah, I really hope they have some bigger buildings.
It's totally up to you.
I don't know why the fuck these guys have backpacks. Pilots have no need for them.
Alright, so you guys are gonna be, I probably will be with you. We're gonna be clearing a
fucked up already? Okay, then we can start.
Kill house correction.
Alright, Sergeant Smith, if you join in red, we get this thing going.
Is it just me and Drum? No, there's a couple other guys I think streaming on Twitch.
That's probably our first hard stack up, and then we'll they'll walk you. I'll talk you guys through it.
Oh, I don't know why the fuck it's standard.
Shit, I don't have my radio.
Entrance is at the other end. This is the exit.
Oh, No sign. Okay.
Go around to the right. Go around that way.
Okay.
Looks like you're getting people over to the southern small one. Just want to
No,
let you
I
know.
thought I
Thank
grabbed
you.
it, but apparently I didn't grab it.
Let me check if the southern side still have the smaller one.
Lior, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, I believe that's
This is the perfect
Okay, so let's
opportunity
take
for
this
your
one.
squad leaders to teach your men on this.
So if
make
you guys
sure
want
you're
to
watching your
get ready,
NCOs,
etc., I'll probably just be the last guy with my M9.
not just doing it.
Yeah, there you go, Sergeant Stevens. Now we're talking.
Solid copy, Havoc 5. I'm doing so now.
Grab your sectors.
Yeah, Captain. I know there's some other guys streaming. Jal, if you're still in here, if you want to drop a link to a couple of guys, because I know Jal, you usually watch like everybody. But yeah, I know there's a couple other guys streaming.
Alright,
but yeah, me and Drum stream everything.
Go ahead and take your section.
Everything I do, I
Go ahead,
stream.
everybody.
Outside of some, practice sessions for a Aceto, but.
Yep.
This is the one kill house that I actually kind of like, because it's got this nice long hallway in it and shit.
3-6. Brick. Make sure you are properly ensuring your guys
Oh,
are
right,
how
I
to
guess that
properly
makes sense.
clear these buildings, these
There's only 2 of them going into here.
properly, well, our little towers here. So make sure you're properly doing it, going in behind them. You see anything, address it right there. Don't let the shit fester. Over.
3-4 copies.
The entrances are.
Apparently, we found an exit.
Yeah. This building is a 4-man clear. Why the fuck is there only 2 guys in there?
Oh.
One on the other side is 2-man.
Okay.
3-4 is clearing with.
It's clear. You can move up. Moving to your side.
Hey, Pablo.
Yeah, go ahead. Crossing. Actually, go ahead and go up.
Still have 2 guys in there. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Pablo, you're not that late. We're just, they're just getting going with the kill houses.
Yeah, now.
So we still got a little bit of time before we actually get going here.
All squads is 3-6 brick. Make sure your guys are not using their fucking M9s. Do not use your fucking M9s through this clearing. Over.
Alright. Delta and Alpha, stack up on this entrance. Delta, you're taking point on this.
Yeah, like Avery said there in chat, the mission, if you will, is training on Mount and CQB.
What?
9 times out of 10, usually we don't clear with the 248, but let them have their fucking M9s for just to practice it and then switch to their 248.
And JJ, thank you for the follow.
Have them at the rear.
For clearing out the room. Alright. You 4, all set. Cool that you set.
Well, you clear with the M9 with the 240, but you also don't take point with it. The fucking your assistant takes point with the M4.
Copy. Behind the door. Copy.
Hold. Right, carry on.
Oh, what the fuck do you want?
3-4, this is 3-7.
This is 3-4, send it.
3-4, be advised, I might need your mic. I think Havoc 3 mic just fell off the tower. Yes, he did.
Alpha, go with Sergeant Ritchie. Apparently dead.
Yeah, he was off towards this section.
I said Harper, not...
Why did that not send?
I said the mic, you're not a medic. Shut up.
I need the fucking mic.
Oh,
It's going
helps
through
if
the
I
entrance. Just
select
follow
who to
Sergeant
send it
Ritchie.
to. Aha!
Right, so they'll apply the door.
Motherfucker.
By the entrance.
With him in there?
Yep,
Copy.
do it.
Hi.
Oh, right on, Pablo. Yeah, it's shit's pretty expensive right now to build a rig.
Right, just pie,
Alright,
just
now
take...
pie.
Yeah, pies. This is so fucking stupid.
Opening up.
Hallway on the left.
Going in, going left.
Going right.
Get your gun up, Kerbal.
I got an opening on this side.
Whoa! Excuse me.
Go ahead and cross over and alright, I'm gonna fire this open.
I have no idea who fell off the tower. It was probably a clipping issue.
One down. It's clear.
Crossing.
I got a window dead ahead of me. Through the next opening. I'm pieing this opening.
Pine.
Havoc 5, 6.
Be clear to move up. There's a lot of open space in there.
Havoc 3-6, this is 5, send your traffic over. Havoc 5, this
Copy.
is 3-6. Be advised, my platoon Mike fell off one of the towers. He's getting treated right now, just letting you know, over. Roger.
Alright, who the fuck in here in my chat was a pilot? And explain to me why the rifle on your back would be lost in a crash.
One opening left.
Because even in real world, the fucking weapon is secured either on the dash or down alongside your seat. So if you lose your weapon in a crash, that probably means you're dead and not going to be using the weapon anyways.
Send it. Looks like you guys are just fucking around in the hallway. What the fuck?
Zen, however the fuck I pronounce the rest of your name, thank you very much for the follow.
Going left.
All stations on 3, let's have 5 op comms, 1 mic over.
Yeah, I get you, Pablo. I'm kind of in that same boat right now.
Yep.
Follow me, bud.
Who the fuck is shooting?
Opening right.
Tie that, I'm watching over you.
Yeah, I've got straight.
Pine corner.
No, they carry M4s, Aaron.
Then let's pull back.
What the fuck?
We're pulling back.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking shooting with friendlies in here.
Like back in the 90s, they'd carry the MP5s because they only had M16s. They weren't using M4s. But the M4s are short enough now they can easily fit them in the cockpit. I mean, they're not carrying like M4s inside of a fucking Apache and shit, but in Blackhawks and Chinooks and shit, they will.
Alright, moving. Got a window. Hallway.
Roger. Deco and Airforce, if you want to follow me, we're going to go to the next one now.
Watch rear.
Roger, next one. 3-4, this is 3-6.
Go for 3-4.
Oh no, the guns can't move around like in the cockpit. They're pretty fucking secure.
Roger, we're going to wait for this team to get done, then we're going to do Airforce going to follow us, so just give me a shout when you're done.
Roger that.
I should be watching these guys more closely, but I know probably all that's going to do is piss me off.
Bird, let me know which
I'm with Rollins. He's AFK, so you guys do it first. I'll be there in a sec.
Taylor, where you going?
Just come over here, I'm sure you can find us.
Roger that.
Stay with him. Stay with battle.
Oh, the holding mount? Shit, if you break that holding mount in a crash, you got bigger problems than an M4 flying around.
After you guys are done running this last course, go ahead and switch it up. Let other squads get a try on other kill houses. Over.
Yeah, Captain, that would make sense because obviously, you know, the cockpit in a fucking Cobra or an Apache is much smaller than that of a Blackhawk or a Chinook.
So they can get practice on the different kill houses, over. A-firm. Let me know when you guys are wrapped up.
Or even like, cause I know even guys like in Little Birds and Kiowas and shit like that, like they use M4s because they got the little mount down alongside their seat, but in like a Cobra and an Apache, you don't have any room really alongside your seats. Like you're sat right down in there.
Like it's not really a two-man thing, I think. To be able to clear a room with 2 people,
House 3-3 looking over there.
You can't
You
cover
clear
the
these
whole
windows?
base,
Yes.
It's kind of. But yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm not checking.
Yeah.
Mostly with him.
Roger that.
pine.
All air assets, go ahead and board your bird.
Yeah.
Get ready.
But the thing is, though, the thing that guys have to keep in mind, like, especially like guys watching and shit, is you have to remember, the vast majority of the guys in the unit have no military training whatsoever. They only have the training that we give them. And, you know, even then, in OSA, we can only go over shit like this for 20, maybe 30 minutes. So they don't have shit for training when it comes to CQC, aside from what they get from us. And, you know, even myself, the limited training that I had, I was in, when we were in Texas, it was 6 weeks that we were down there, and we did weapons training for 4 of those weeks. So even in those 4 weeks of training, quite a bit of it was on CQB, because we knew we were going to be inside of towns and stuff like that. But even then, you know, you can't learn everything in that limited amount of time. Yeah, their best Call of Duty experience, yeah. That's usually what ends up getting guys yelled at by me.
Actually, I'm gonna go right, you go left. Okay, going right. Clear right. Okay, moving.
Alright, so I'm having them switch out.
I've got a hallway that goes back
over
behind that wall. Oh, okay.
Reloading.
Okay, I'm gonna pie it out.
Contacts down. Gonna pie this.
A room that moves. Oh, fuck that guy. Yeah. There you go. Bar and then a hallway back that moves.
It's a room, hallway on the left.
Yeah, exactly. It's repetition. I mean, repetition is the only way to really get this shit down. I mean, luckily, you know, when I did it, our instructors, the 2 instructors that we had, were absolute badasses. I mean, they were high-speed motherfuckers. And they taught us a lot of, like, little tips and tricks and stuff to kind of speed things up, and not really more advanced stuff, but more like nuanced shit that you don't really get from, like, basic mount training. So, like, that really worked in our favor.
Okay, let's move back.
Alright, the other team cleared out the rest of the compound, so keep moving. Right.
Yep.
Go right.
But I tell guys all the time, you know, like,
Yeah, I'm on you.
breaching a room and clearing it isn't that difficult physically. You know, obviously it's incredibly fucking dangerous, but it's not that difficult physically. The limitations of ArmA, you know, compound those difficulties 1,000 times. I mean, it's way fucking easier to breach and clear a fucking building in real life than what it'll ever be in ArmA.
They're just gonna have the one to the east a little bit.
I'd rather you not do it with the Maws.
To the east, you said? Yeah, the one that's right next to the one that you was currently at.
Havoc 3, this is 5, over.
Alright, copy, moving southeast to find them.
Solid copy.
Happy 5, this is 377. 3-7, this is 5. I assume that 3-1 will be the demonstration squad for air assault. Over.
Once these guys move over there to do the AA stuff, then I'll delete all of this shit so we can save a little bit of room on the server.
Are we allowed to take a Lancer up in the air after the initial insert is complete, or are we going to be looking for a extract as well? Over.
Let you know once we get briefed. There's going to be a briefing before we take off.
You saw that too, right, brother?
Roger that.
There's one right there.
Stay out, motherfucker.
So, that corner is clear.
Damn fucking fly guys never wanting to use proper fucking radio techniques.
Buy it. Yeah. Everything's good.
Yeah, they should be fucking shooting while they're going through. There's targets there.
Hold there. Hold there. Okay, cool. Alright, we're clear.
Roger, pull up on me. I'm gonna go in, go left on this doorway here.
Go ahead and get sec. Moving up.
Moving to you.
2 up.
2 set.
Good point, hey, Ron.
Going in, going left.
Island in the center. I'm gonna go around the left.
Going in, going right.
2 contacts on the left already down. Got a door.
If I were to be sending guys back to OSUT, I would have to send a lot of people back to OSUT.
Right here.
But this is essentially, that's what this is for. That's what the FTXs are for, is basically expanding on the training that we do in OSUT, because we don't have the time to do all of it in OSUT.
I heard that, Huff. Sorry. Make sure your Delta team knows that they need to clear the room together and not just have one clear the room.
It continues. I'm gonna...
Yeah, you don't need to say this is if you never say out. Yeah.
Capital 37 standby.
Hey, Peter.
Last man set.
I do not know what's going on with my controls.
I cannot see to the inside right.
One by yourself.
Copy. Alright, moving.
Copy.
Going in, going right.
Hey, Canadian.
Those are already down.
Yep. Peek up, but it's definitely not a dead end. You can see all the way at the end.
Oh god, sorry. My apologies for killing your fucking eardrums there as I try to breathe my monster. Oh, Jesus. I always said it would kill me someday.
With you. They got a little cubby hole on my side.
Oh.
Copy. Still pushing.
Oh, but as I was going to say...
Away my side. I'll cover down the hall.
Yeah, that's, you know, a lot of guys, like, especially guys watching, don't like the FTXs because there's not as much action and shit. I mean, you know, we're already, what, an hour in, and we, you know, haven't really done anything yet. So a lot of guys watching don't like it, and they get all fucking bitchy and moany and fucking... You know, guys are very quick to judge the performance of, you know, like me watching guys and shit like that. Which, you know, it is what it is. You know, it's very easy to judge and critique someone's performance when you're not actually in the situation. You know, there's plenty of fucking people that, you know, want to talk shit and say, oh, that was fucking stupid and this and that. And it's like, yeah, well, until I physically see you do better, you know, your opinion really means dog shit. Broke your mic? Well, then get a fucking new one. You can pick up one of those little cheapy fucking headsets at fucking Wally World for like 15 bucks.
Friendly behind you, friendly behind you. Where's the rest of FHQ?
Yeah, that's, you know, obviously, like, I'm not trying to fucking bust your guys' balls or anything, you know, like, calling out mistakes and stuff like that. Like, if you see a mistake, obviously, you call it out, but oftentimes, I mean, granted, it's more so worse majority of the time in, like, drums chat, but guys just talking crazy shit, and, you know, wanting to talk smack about all these guys, and it's like, look, dude, I haven't seen you do any fucking better, so shut your fucking cock holster, because I've actually done it. So, until you fucking show me that you have, shut the fuck up.
Once you guys are done clearing this last time with the kill houses, go ahead and school circle on the LT in the middle. Over.
Havoc 4, this is Havoc 5.
Because the main hallway is
5, this is 4, set traffic.
You'd have two people.
If you guys have completed your exercises, come and meet with Havoc 3 in this between the 2 kill houses for debrief on that exercise. Over.
So if you want, continue playing, but just make sure.
Roger that, 5. I got 2 guys finishing a kill house now, and then we'll be Oscar Mike.
Copy that.
Roger, over.
Corporal Hardman?
He is on the exit waiting for
Correction.
Okay, I'll run through him. Just continue.
Yeah, I get you, Pablo. And some people, like, some people don't even have an interest of, like, actually playing themselves. Like, they just like watching. They're total fucking voyeurs. But, you know, it's kind of like a movie for them. So, they just like to hang out and watch, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I'm sure you have been, wee woo.
Yeah, we were here. Alright.
I've missed you.
Alright, dead end. Go back. Yep. You're going right first.
Crazy shit talker.
Alright, yep. Always to our right.
Firm. Peeking around.
Yep.
C1. Got him.
Copy.
Alright, hooking around, crossing.
Copy. Pushing it with you.
Alright, buying. Don't see anything.
The pie to left. Oh, hold on, see one.
Need more insane scientist voice. Fuck and no.
Alright. Hooking around, going.
One down. Copy, going to right. One down.
Moving in. Doorway.
Oh yeah, Lura, those are the best, as you very well know, are the guys that try and tell me how to Zeus.
Roger.
Hallway.
I'm buying.
One down.
Don't see anything.
Copy.
Empty.
You want to push your ass all
Go
the way
up.
around? Yep, there you go.
Alright, don't see anything else in that corner.
Let me pie
Do you see
around this
anything?
corner. See a doorway on the left side of the room.
Roger. Alright, hooking around. Going now.
Yep, going to right.
Oh, lots and lots of restraint, Pablo.
Loading. I'm fucked. I'm dead.
You already killed him.
This. Oh, you already got him? Oh,
Yeah.
thank God. Jesus. Still fucked up though.
Yeah. Alright.
Exit. Friendly's coming out.
Yep, two coming out. Two coming out.
Okay,
Doing their last team on the small house now. Havoc 4 looks to just clear.
Yeah, when it comes to, you know, like fucking, like Zeusing and, you know, viewers wanting to, you know, tell you what to do and stuff like that, like, sometimes, like, you guys actually do really help me out. Like, you guys will remind me of shit that I've forgotten about or that I forgot I was supposed to do and shit like that. Like, that's where, you know, you guys, like, really fucking come in handy sometimes, and it actually makes me really glad that I stream my Zeusing. But then you get, like, the random fucking idiot in there that, you know, has, like, no idea what we do and, like, how we operate, and, you know, want to just throw out these completely fucking off-the-wall things trying to tell me to do, and it's like, dude, just shut the fuck up. Like, you know, until you go build your own fucking community of a couple hundred people that want to show up to your missions, just fuck off, alright? Like, if Wee Woo wants to tell me, hey, you should try this, I'm gonna take his advice at fucking face value, because he has a big community and knows what the fuck he's doing. But some random fucking ass bag hopping in and saying, hey, you should lightning bolt those guys, shut the fuck up.
Yep, pull.
Yeah, like Assault, fuck that guy. No, I mean really fuck him, he's a great lay.
Moving out. Two coming out.
Hey, what's up, Joel? Are these motherfuckers done yet?
Yep, good copy on that.
Alright, will do, Wee Woo, but I'm gonna tell Drum that you came on the server and you actually did it. Since he has his chat turned off, he can't actually see when someone joins the server, and you know the password and all of that, so totally be believable. I will pin it all on you. I'm sure it'll work out great for you.
Right. I'm gonna go and left in this building. In this room. Going left.
Oh, believe me, Music, I fucking wish we had something in the mod pack where I could knife hand somebody right in the chest. God, I would love it. Yeah, Zeusing is not for everyone, that's for sure.
Factory is 3-1. 2 on this 3-7 send it. We're supposed to report into the middle
Of course he would believe me. And you're sitting in TeamSpeak right now, so yeah. My story is solid.
After the team that was currently clearing finishes it. I'd assume that's the best being spot as any, so we haven't been advised otherwise.
Nah, I can delete clips.
My right, chicken entrance. Looks clear. Yep, fine. Right, I'm gonna barn hook it. Going left. Right, got another entrance, gonna play this. line again. Sorry, left side clear. Right.
Fuck am I hearing Yogi? I don't even know where I'm at right now. There. Guessing that's him right there, yeah. Maybe? No. Echo. I don't know where the fuck Yogi's at. I know I hear him. He should be fucking decent at this shit. I trained the fuck out of him when he was in 4. Yeah, Blue Jazz, they're going through the kill houses. They're just about done. I think they're finishing up the last groups right now. Then they're going to do a quick demonstration on fast roping and stuff, and then we're going to head out to the field. Oh yeah. Yes, we will. You did indeed tell me. You're eating a donut and you didn't fucking get me one? What a dick. I'm still waiting on my Taco Bell to get here, man. I don't know where the fuck Sydney's at. Probably fucking call her and see what the hell's going on.
Alright, 3-3 is done. So I'll copy 3-3. Go ahead and make yourselves to the center.
The FTX is as long as it takes.
I'm green.
Racist. I just realized, yeah. Oh, fuck off. I can like Taco Bell too. Just, if you would, give him a call and tell him to hook me up with some extra fucking, Baja sauce on my cheesy gordita crunch. You can do that, right? Like, just make a phone call. Havoc 4's doing Havoc 4 things. Probably did, Ty.
It's very, very important that you guys do not stop in the doorway. I saw some of that happening. I saw it corrected too.
I know she's not knocked up again, so I don't have to worry about that. I'll communicate through a vast network. See, you just gave away a secret. Like, you're probably gonna have ice on your fucking doorstep.
Do that, you have a fully automatic assault rifle on your fucking person, and you're switching to a Beretta M9. Don't do that. Any notes or experiences you guys want to share with the group and to help make this more effective?
One day you'll become self-aware. I think you already did. That's how we ended up with lowriders.
Sergeant Yogi.
Thank you, LT. My question's about the M9. Is there a perfect situation where the 240 gunner would use his 240 to clear out a building instead of the M9?
D-Day plus 1.
Say again. Where it would use the 240?
Yes.
Oh, fuck off. That's pretty good.
Discretion of the person at the time is don't be a dumbass. I mean, if it's a big building, you can go in like a hangar like that. I would be comfortable using a 240 there, but yeah, if it's a small shack, I mean, it all depends on what you're comfortable with. So.
Alright, copy now, LT, thanks.
And that's very important.
Made yourself giggle. Did you wheeze a little bit?
Nitpicky when you're going through this process. The reason why it's important to be nitpicky.
You don't clear buildings from the inside with a 240, man. You clear buildings from the outside with a 240. And what I mean by that is you just shoot through the fucking wall.
Squad trainings and make sure they're implemented just like we taught you guys here today. Sergeant O'Leary.
Did you give a little clap and an outstanding?
Clearing more effectively. When in certain situations when you have to split up your team, make sure that when you do split up your team, you don't split your clearing team up too much. What I mean by that is, for example, that kill us. I don't know if all of you were in there, probably not. But if there's a situation where the way you go and breaks off into two different ways. If you have either a short room on one direction.
Ooh, I like it when you call me top.
Wherever the fuck.
I get to think of you as a bottom.
If you dispatch a buddy team to clear one side, make sure the other team stays put and it doesn't keep clearing, so you don't split them up too much.
Long corridor 240 would be good. Yeah.
Out one section of the building or a portion.
I mean, in actuality, though, there's really no reason for a 240 to be going into a building until it's already clear and he's going up to the fucking rooftop.
Split your team up too much, and it'll be more effective overall. So just keep in mind on that. That's all we'll see. Thank you.
240s are better off sitting outside on security.
First Sergeant, is there anything you want to add?
Not at this time, sir.
Thank you.
Maybe sloppy bottom, yeah.
Comments, Captain, are you back?
Hey, Maverick. Doing pretty good. How's about yourself?
You want to share?
Yeah, don't stop in a doorway. If you get shot in the doorway and you stopped in the doorway,
Proper
then your
Predator
buddy
mod?
is gonna get stuck on
That
your
could be
body
kind of
and he's
cool.
probably gonna get shot too. And then, if
Then, well, I mean, really, there's already kind of a Predator mod. Just do a mission on Tanoa and let the AI shoot you through all the foliage. There you go, Predator.
That's all I got.
I did see it, Heckman, but I didn't try it yet. Like, it looked cool. I just haven't checked it out because I uninstalled Wildlands pretty much as soon as we beat it.
Let's go ahead and get by on your Chinooks.
Man.
Say again?
Go get by your
Go ahead.
Chinooks.
Yeah, there you go. Roger that.
Yeah. Couple day here.
Love all the quotes from the movies. What weapons did they add in from the movie? I have to assume the Vulcan fucking minigun is in there. If it's not, like, fuck them.
First sergeant.
Yeah.
Could you, Scotty, Corporal Taylor over to the area Peters is off comms right now. Might get lost in the process, otherwise.
Sure.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it.
Now they're going to head over and do some quick fast rope training to make sure everybody is comfortable and up to speed on that. And then they'll be heading out to the field. Yeah, I've seen that done, having the machine gun take point and just moving past all of the rooms and letting the guys clear behind them. Yeah, we'll see if the fast roping works any better this time. My hopes are extremely high.
I'm joining the school, sir, please.
Roger that.
Right on, Ope. Have a good one, bud. Not aware that there is a basic or an advanced fast roping. There's fast roping and there's rappelling. Guess I should probably teleport over there. Probably quite a few, Ty. The shitty thing is, like, we were talking to me, Hammer and Drum were talking about it earlier. Like, back in the day, fast roping worked fucking great with AGM. Like, we did it back in the day. And it worked great. And then they make Ace 3, which is from the same guys that made fucking AGM. And it just doesn't work because they wanted to make it more fucking complicated.
We're not doing what I just said. We're doing what the captain said. We're going to be using the Ace Interact to fast rope out of the Chinook. So what we're going to be doing is basically I want Havoc 3-1 is going to be the example again to load up into this Chinook. We're going to be going over how to properly load and getting numbered off. And then we'll have them demonstrate just in front of us on the runway. Understood?
Copy.
So, 3-1, go ahead and split, have one fire team on one side, one fire team on the other side.
Copy that. Alright guys, you're the man. Either one on the right, on the left, doesn't matter.
Avery, I don't know. Avery, I don't remember if you were here last week or not. Yeah, we did both last week, both fast roping and rappelling, and there was issues with both.
End of the line, please. A little better, you're with the wrong team. Make sure the team leader's the last guy who gets in, AR's up front.
I guess I should add these guys into Zeus.
The squad leader is the chalk leader. He's the one designating numbers and giving out numbers to the person.
There we go.
Your number is very important. Do not forget that number because he's going to tell you when to get out using that number. So, Sergeant Alluri, go ahead and number off your guys and get them loaded into the Chinook.
Guy, make quick comment before Lieutenant. Whoops.
What was that, Sergeant?
Can I make a quick comment before Lieutenant?
Okay, go ahead.
Pro tip, thank you, Lieutenant. Pro tip from Aerosol to all guys. It's a good idea to, when you're loading in, to have 2 ARs.
Yeah, the fucking fry system broke. But there was a couple of guys that still fell to their death when they were fast roping. Well, not to their death, but they were fucked up. But yeah, the fries broke, and then we couldn't re-equip it, so we had to just put down new birds, and then there was still a fucking issue with it when they got out there, so I don't know.
ARs towards the front of the bird to have most security. So that's always a good idea to do that.
Yeah, Ghost, we finished up Crimson Moon, I think the first week of December, or the last week in November. I think it was the last week in November we finished up Crimson Moon.
Blueberry 3. Outdoor 4.
Oh, I blame LaRue for everything that goes wrong.
Copy 5.
Alright, so always good way to verbalize your action.
Yeah, Captain, we use advanced repelling. And that's repelling guys who are falling to their death.
Dale 7. Wait, 8.
Yeah, exactly. Like, when we first added in the advanced repelling and they brought fast roping back, like, we tested it a fuck ton and it worked perfectly fine, but when we get everybody in the server and shit and desync starts happening and stuff, it just all goes to shit.
Alright, gather around a little bit closer here.
Do a mini Halo? Well, we're not paratroopers, so
Alright, so now that everybody's loaded,
that wouldn't work, and mini Halo is just known as parajump.
with this Chinook, you can basically, correct me if I'm wrong, Captain, now with this system, you can have 2 people on at a time, correct?
I don't know. Where's our aerosol instructors?
He's in, Sergeant Alluri's in there. Sergeant Alluri, are you, you can have 2 people on a Chinook?
Then just FYI, we can't...
Oh, right on, Ghost. Yeah, the end of the campaign was,
fast roping at a time?
it was different.
Yes.
Okay, so with a Chinook, you're gonna have 2 people fast roping at a time. So when he, basically, the pilot will call ropes deployed, and he'll say go, 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 all that shit. The chalk leader will then say 1 and 2, go. Wait a little bit after they're on the rope. You can't have 2 people on the rope at the same time. Once they hit the
Yeah,
ground,
fuck jumping out of a plane. I don't even like fucking riding in a goddamn plane. That's the worst goddamn thing about being overseas, was having to fucking fly. Fly there, fly from fucking base to base, fly home. Fuck that.
Alright. Sergeant Alluri, thank you. We'll load you up.
Like, obviously, like, I know it was much more dangerous rolling in convoy, which, I mean, we rolled in convoy every fucking day. But I still was more scared every time, like, if we'd have to go out to, you know, a different base or a different camp for a week or something and go do something out there. I was still more scared riding in the fucking Chinook from our camp to a different camp than what I was every day riding out in the trucks. I am not a fan of flying.
Next command is ready, which means ready and ropes, which means the chocolate will deploy ropes. That's usually done when the chopper is near.
Yeah, see, I never rode in C-130s or anything because we flew commercial there and home, you know, straight into Baghdad and stuff. And then when we were hopping from base to base, it was just Chinooks.
And everybody starts sliding their happy ass down the ropes. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Alright, Sergeant Van Harlem, you have a question?
Thank you, Lieutenant. I do want to make a quick comment that the cut ropes option is right next to the fast rope. Just make sure you actually click the right one, because if you cut the ropes, you're fucking everybody over. Thank you, LT.
Very important. Sergeant Margiota.
Thank you, LT. Excuse my ignorance, but since
Yeah, Chinooks are sketchy as fuck. Yeah, I am not a fan of them.
Is actually in charge of preparing the ropes and deploying the ropes.
In that case,
the chalk leader is.
Yeah, I assume one will be the platoon leader and one will be the platoon sergeant, because it will take 2 birds.
Copy.
Yeah, the only reason we didn't use Blackhawks is because between our crew and the PSD, we had just over 20 guys. So, I mean, we would have had to take 2 birds, 2 Blackhawks anywhere we would have went. So, they'd always just stuff us in a Chinook and send us wherever we were going.
Yeah, we're just demonstrating 3-1 right now. We're not loading anyone else in.
Did you mean to tell Sergeant Ritchie to load up, or did you mean to tell Sergeant O'Leary to load up?
Sergeant O'Leary. Okay, yeah, I meant Sergeant O'Leary. Sorry about that.
Back away from the.
Yeah, the only fixed wing I've been in is little puddle jumpers and, like I said, commercial.
Are you flying this thing? All right, there we go. Somebody get in this bird and fucking fly this thing and get these people on the ground.
Dagger, tell him to just put. Where's Dagger?
Oh, I'm clear.
Tell him to just pull forward onto the runway and then stop, and that's where they'll rope out.
Phoenix lead, Dagger 7.
More? Did you hear what I just said?
Send it, Dagger.
Step Grandpa was a gunner on OH6 back in
when you're going
Vietnam.
to deploy, just,
It's I remember my
convert it
science
forward, deploy
teacher
right there on the
back in
runway.
high school was a door gunner on a medevac Huey. God, that guy had some fucking stories. I always loved talking to him because like my uncle never really wouldn't really talk about much of the shit he did. My uncle was 3rd ArmA in I think it was 3rd ArmA in Vietnam. But he never really talked about it that much. And it wasn't really like a matter of like he just didn't want to talk about it because it was, you know, gruesome and shit like that. It never really came up that much. He didn't like openly talk about it, and I didn't really ask about it. But yeah, my science teacher, he would tell me shit all the time about just some of the dirty shit that the Viet Cong would do to him.
Phoenix 3-1 off comms for 1 mic.
Firebase ripcord. That's like I tell guys, I've told them multiple times, like probably one of my favorite military movies of all time. Of course, had the gunny in it. Army. It's called Firebase Gloria. Old ass movie, one of early Army's first. But it was a great fucking movie, man. Firebase Gloria, so good. Those guys look like he fell. I guess not. Hey, Tootie, thank you for the follow. Join the Army cadets instead. Biggest mistake of my life, yeah.
Guy knocked down by the ropes.
That's happened before.
Tears of the Sun? I don't clearly remember Tears of the Sun. I know fucking Bruce Willis was in it, but I don't remember really anything else about it.
Hey, Dagger, do me a favor, make sure everybody's clear that helipad.
Roger that, we're clearing up.
Yeah, just stay on the tarmac.
Alright, school circle over here.
School circle
hey, from all the tarmac.
The equipment the grunts broke, yeah. It's I had a buddy that worked in the armory, and He was never happy after work. Never. Oh, Act of Valor is absolutely amazing. I've talked about that one on my podcast before. You know, a lot of people talk shit about the acting in it, and it's like, well, dude, they're not actors; they're military. But that movie is one of the best I've ever seen as far as like small unit tactics and shit like that. I love it.
What we're doing now is we're loading up both birds with the entire task force. Any questions or things you guys want to share? Oh, yeah. Make the circle bigger underneath the helicopter so it reduces the chance that you guys are going to get hit by falling ropes. That's one little feedback I had there. Understood?
Do the ropes still pull the chopper down?
Chief
No,
Mariner.
sir. Okay, then wait to cut the ropes until you're like 100 meters away, pilots. Because the ropes are falling on guys and hurting them.
Perfect. So what we're going to be doing right now is getting the Chinooks loaded up with the entire task force. I assume
No, not yet, Ty. I haven't called her.
One squad and the other today. And then
Probably got the fastest DD-214 I've ever seen.
The eastern one, all right? So do it just like we did. We're going to have platoon sergeant leading the first chalk right here. Excuse me, the platoon leader leading the chalk right here. We're going to have the platoon sergeant leading the chalk of the bird to the east.
Yeah, the hot extract was like the best part. I fucking love that. Like, we're going in. We're not stopping to dismount. We're just going straight into the water, and then fucking Swick shows up with the boats. God, I love that.
Good communication on what side squads were taking. Good shit.
Thoughts on Generation Kill? It's another one I've talked about on the podcast. I absolutely loved it. Not for the combat and shit like most people like military movies. I loved Generation Kill because of all of the other shit that it shows. The humor that you have to have in a combat zone, and the type of bureaucracy and shit that goes on. DD-214 is your discharge papers. When you get out of the military, you get a DD-214 that shows why you were discharged and what grade and all of that shit you were.
1 in 2 3 4
Taylor Hardman 3
5
4
6 7 8 9
Lantier
10
5 6
10 copy.
That's always a fun way to
11
find a guy that, you know, is saying that he was in the military and never actually was, is ask him about a DD-214.
17
Although the quickest way is if you're, you know, standing in front of them in person, say, let me see your CAT card.
Make sure you guys are
And then when they go, what, or I don't have it on me, yeah, they're full of shit. I personally have never met somebody that was in the military or is currently in the military. I mean, if you're currently in the military, you can't fucking go anywhere without your CAT card. But even guys that are out, I don't know anybody that goes anywhere without their CAT card. Like mine, I always have it on me just because of the fact of how much information it has on it. Because, like, my CAT card is one of the old ones that has your full name, DOB, social security number, all of that shit. So it's important to either keep on you or fucking destroy it. Which I never destroyed mine just in case I ever decided to go back. Granted, if I were to fucking, you know, go back to work for them, I would be issued a new CAT card anyways, but, you know.
This is Havoc 5, send traffic.
I guess disregard, pilots already knew everyone was in, over.
A war? I have not seen it. Is it in English, or do I gotta read the entire thing? Because I am not a fan of having to read a movie.
Phoenix, you're clear to lift.
Phoenix 1 to Dagger, be clear to lift.
Hey, firm, clear to lift.
Roger, Phoenix 1 heavy lift.
Phoenix 2, you are also clear to lift.
Hyman. thank you for the follow. I think they're actually heading out to the AO now. I should probably pay attention.
Phoenix 1 to Dagger, where's the drop zones? Right over here at this helipad.
Okay, nope, they're still doing one more run.
Similar to last time.
Ever thought about going back to work for them? I did for a little while, but now with having Tali and stuff, no.
Phoenix 2, do you want us going at the same time?
Affirm, same time. Correction, move to the opposite runway on the other side. Just in front of the Blackhawks.
Nice, Daru. Well, that's, you know, because like I said, I don't know anybody active that doesn't go around with their fucking cat card. I don't know any reason why you wouldn't have it. Say, like, Hyman Kill, or I can just call you Hyman.
Phoenix, go ahead and move over to the other bird, drop next to them.
Copy, moving over.
What did I do while I was in? I wasn't actually in, I was a contractor for KBR. I did construction. A lot of guys get that confused. They either A, think I was actually in the service, or B, like when I say I was a contractor, they think I was a security contractor. And basically to, I guess not really clear it up, but so that guys understand why. We did construction contracting, and because of where we were going to, obviously being an active war zone, we still had to have weapons training and shit. Granted, we weren't allowed to carry weapons, but we still had to have weapons training should a situation arise where we did have to pick up a weapon. There was no other choice. So we still had to go through weapons training, all of that good stuff. So like I said, we spent 6 weeks in Texas for weather acclimation and weapons training. We did 2 weeks of basic kind of getting to know the crew and how things were going to work and so on. And then we spent 4 weeks doing weapons training with a former team guy and a former Delta operator. And those two instructors were absolutely awesome. I love those guys. And then after that 6 weeks, we went over for 11 months, came home for 2 weeks, and we're given the option of either, you know, stay home or sign up for another contract, in which you get a signing bonus if you sign for a second rotation. And then went over for another 11 months, and then came home and called it quits. And Coed, thank you for the 3-month resub. Definitely appreciate it. And bruh, thank you for the follow. Has English subs? Damn it. No, his name is Hammer's Main. Blackwater, yeah. That's usually anytime you say contract work, that's who everybody thinks of, but a lot of people don't realize that, I mean, there was, at one point in time, there was over 20,000 of us contractors in Iraq alone, and we did anything and everything. It wasn't just security contracting that companies did. My company, KBR, didn't really do security contracting. That's not, KBR has security contracts, but they didn't have many, if any, in Iraq that I was aware of. They had, I think, a couple in Afghanistan, but not very many at all. I think Floor and Canopy did most of Afghanistan. But KBR had more security contracts like Africa, South America, shit like that. Yeah, there was a lot of us from KBR in Iraq. They had a lot of the kind of like tertiary jobs and shit under contract. Yeah, Qatar, another very popular place. $50-minute live fire? We'll see. However long it takes. This is taking longer than last time, which is kind of annoying, but is what it is. Not on the fucking actual flight line, am I? A little bit out of the way here. But yeah, there was, like I said, there was guys doing contract work, doing anything and everything. You know, obviously I had a lot of buddies in KBR. It was actually guys that I went to school with were actually the ones that got me into the company. So I had buddies that worked in other areas doing like mail and shit like that. I had another buddy that worked for Floor, but he was in Afghanistan doing the same thing I did. And unfortunately, Floor wasn't quite as generous as what KBR was. Yeah, Ghost, it's pretty common. I mean, ours was 120 a year. You know, granted, we worked outside the wire every day, so, I mean, we were in a little bit more danger, but it was 120 for us. My buddy that worked in the mail department, he was making 86 for, you know, inspecting mail and shit.
Phoenix leading Thunder, you guys can come.
But we, like I said, you know, it was 120 for us, and that was because we worked outside the wire. I mean, we worked 12 hours a day, 7 days a week outside the wire, so we were in a little bit more danger. How do you get into something like that? Pretty much by knowing somebody that's already doing it. But they have essentially recruiters that you can contact and, you know, get your foot in the door through the recruiter. I was lucky in the sense that I already had job experience. So not job experience in a combat area, but I had contract experience. And not contract as in like working for a company, like contracting, like building houses and shit. Do you open an envelope with gay porn? Yeah. It's more so, it's all fun and games, including when you get to put your own inspection sticker on shit and send it home. Which is how we ended up sending 50 cartons of cigarettes home for extremely cheap. Think your brother played girls while he was at Lejeune? That's a dick move. No, it's faster to have the bird land and dismount. We're only doing the fast roping just to keep guys freshened up on it. The only time you would fast rope is if you just can't land the helicopter, which is incredibly rare.
Okay, Havoc 3, there are
He deserves it. I'm sure.
Get over to them and supply back up.
Free full copies.
A vehicle? Well, it's Create 506 Arsenal, so yes, those are correct ones. The reason it has the vehicle symbol is because that's technically a vehicle resupply box, but it's been modified by our guys. Fast roping doesn't work for fucking anybody, honestly. Do the same SOP when fast roping? You do. When you fast rope, everybody getting into the bird is issued a number, and you go out 2 at a time.
Be advised to go. Thunder is ready to go, just go ahead and give me a shout.
Roger, will do.
Yeah, I know, Riddle. I'm waiting until they're getting ready to step off, and then I'm going to add everybody back into Zeus. Yeah, exactly. It's your chalk number. Yeah, pretty much, Duty.
Doug, I know this sounds stupid, but can you make sure that that Marshall box is on move before we taxi, please?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Supply boxes also don't have fucking radios.
Thank you.
Fucking retards. No, ArmA, I do not want the fucking ground. Stupid shit.
Doug, can we go ahead
Dagger
and
can
just
fuck off.
do check in if you know my loadout?
Yeah, Roger, go ahead.
I'm just gonna go through my loadout. Because we have 2 times time. One is
2 at a time was to maintain balance. It's 2 at a time because that's
6 times Mach
as many as you can send out.
EGBUs.
Like, especially, you know, you're talking about a Chinook that can lift like fucking 50,000 pounds or some shit. 280-pound dudes aren't gonna throw off the balance. But ArmA 3, but your laptop can't handle it? Yeah, that's understandable. Actually, I don't think it's like 50,000 pounds. I think it's like 20,000 that a Chinook can lift. Like 20,000 pounds or some shit, and then it's got a... I can't remember. Yeah, it's enough that 2 guys aren't gonna throw off the weight. It was a good laptop 5 years ago. Yeah, 5 years is quite a while when it comes to electronics.
Darius Phoenix lead, one of the Chinooks having some tech issues here. We'll be up in approximately 1 meg.
Havoc 5, this is 3-6. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the part that a lot of people don't understand is being able to run ArmA is completely different from being able to run ArmA with us. ArmA with us is a lot more demanding because of the amount of people.
You still need that refuel from Ari?
That's the name for him. Do that refuel.
Already done, fuckstick.
And advise when it's gassed up.
Roger.
Alright, Phoenix Heavies are good to go.
Thanks, Chief.
Stop fucking messaging me, Hammer. Jesus. Where's my wife? Oh, god damn it, I just deleted those now. I need fucking... I actually need those back here.
Be advised, Ares should have taken care of it by now.
That's an affirm. Both Phoenix Heavies are good to go. You're clear to go ahead and proceed with the mission.
Roger, it's going to be a few mics.
Solid copy.
Northern side of TF1 to the west of it, of the town.
Any questions?
I'm
looking
at
now's the time.
we're going to be.
Yeah, Marcus,
our
to reconnect.
Alpha, make sure you got.
Don't know why anyone would spray and pray with an AK-47. I do. It's called fear.
Clear for a check-in for Warlord. Over.
What the hell was I doing? Oh yeah. Fuck, at this point I'm alright with anybody bringing me goddamn tacos.
Can you go ahead and get back to me on the rules of engagement currently? Once I'm up in the air.
Yeah, Roger, I'll hit you when we're in the air. There's a lot going on right now.
Roger.
All squads, this is 3-6. Be advised. We don't know if there's civilian presence inside of the town, so hold off on HE and frags at this time, over.
3-4 copies.
Yeah, there's no civilians because I didn't feel like it.
Copies. Do you want us to go ahead and move to the same bird we were at before? Affirm, going to start moving towards the birds.
Thunder, be advised, you're cleared to go ahead and spool and get near.
3-6 break.
Roger.
Goddamn fucking loud ass A10.
3-4's moving to the last Chinook.
But I've actually I've had guys ask about that before. Why like as Zeus will fire from the hip and just like spray rounds out there. I've personally seen that happen. Like when motherfuckers are terrified, they don't take the time to crouch, get in a good shooting position, get the fucking shoulder or get the weapon properly rested in their shoulder, squeeze the trigger. No, they hop out there with the fucking weapon system down at their goddamn hip, rip off 3-4 rounds, and then duck back behind a wall somewhere. Unless there's some fucking asshole who's dead set on sitting out there a little ways and causing casualties. When you get that fucking asshole pot shotter that decides to fucking pop a couple rounds off at you while you're trying to work. Who's under tonight? Lieutenant Brownlee. No, I don't want to make it louder. I want the pitch to be higher. It's too low of a pitch for what it sounds like in real life. It's more of a whine in real life. Which, changing the pitch would make it, I guess, a little bit louder, but, you know.
This is 4 on tree 1.
This is 5, send it.
5 will be advised, full all late at this time, over.
Roger, over.
Roger, 4 out.
Lancaster and a Spitfire, nice. I love Lancasters, man. Those things are beautiful fucking planes.
Be advised, while the birds are going into the AO, you are type 3 on any anti-air or armor threats to the airframe.
Roger, that's going to be around
another
mic or so before we get to a specific notch.
Finally stepping off.
Reconnaissance.
Roger.
This is 3-4, we're all loaded.
Solid copy 3-4.
Phoenix, go ahead and spool up. You are good to take off at your discretion.
3 is in.
May rape eardrums? Well, that's what the A-10 does. But that's what earplay is for. Speaking of which.
Havoc 5, this is 3-6.
Stand by on lift, one individual medical Havoc 5.
We're all loaded in and ready to go kill.
God, I love the sound of those fucking helos.
Numbers. Roger, you're not clear to lift.
Hey, Sally. Have I mentioned that I love that nobody else in the world has fucking helicopters that sound like ours? Granted, it doesn't stop our pilots from being slightly retarded.
Force markers are going up in the town as now. Over.
More copies.
Alright, time to actually go to work now.
Eyes on, copy.
So, let's get all of these guys added into Zeus.
Phoenix, Dagger 7-0.
7 for Phoenix and 7-0.
Phoenix, make sure that flight path doesn't come anywhere near that, that town of Victorian. You're coming a little bit to the east.
3-4-3-6. We're bringing it in from the north. Just be advised, at a moment's notice,
Roger.
you may have to detach one of the AT teams to push into the town with 3-1 or 3-3.
Dagger, this is Thunder.
Go for Daggerson.
It's a goddamn... A fucking old-ass T-55. You do not need an AT team for that. Okay, have a good night, Maverick.
We should be able to avoid them, but if they fire on our assets, go ahead and take it out at your discretion.
Nothing super special. I got some pretty cool spots for my AGS 30s this week.
Roger, stand by on that.
Sitting up here on top. And we also have some guys with stingers that they were able to get a hold of. There's the crates for them. You know, because it's not the first time fucking enemy forces have been able to get their hands on fucking Stinger missiles.
We do have daggers that are...
Any mortars? Yep, we got 4 mortar tubes tonight.
Build us too much, if that's what you want us to do.
Roger, looks like our landing zone's pretty clear.
Yeah, I didn't have any of them added to Zeus.
Solid copy.
I just put all of them in.
Cleared lift.
Roger, Warlord, you clear lift.
Solid copy, Warlord.
See what kind of view my sniper has.
Dagger, this is Thunder.
Go for Daggerson.
Mark is 1031 or mark is if possible 50 cal tentacles.
The fuck?
Pad.
I just heard something launch. The fuck was that? The hell just launched? None of these guys up here are... What the fuck?
Part mobilization towards your LZ.
Fucking reset this.
Okay, do we have your Chinook down?
Well, yeah, I have AA guys up here, but they're all set to hold fire.
Any station 70 be advised, we have a Chinook down. We have a Chinook down. Everyone inside of it's also down.
3-6, brick. Start moving towards the craft, bro. Start moving towards the craft, bro.
If you have questions, I'll have to turn out.
Person up down.
be advised, Thunder is
What
going to
in
be
the actual fuck?
securing the area. We're going to be scanning. If anything comes up on you, I'm going to let me hit it.
All squads is 36. Put a security around this bird. At least a good 50 to 75 meters in all directions. Over.
Yeah, it was a shoulder fire fucking launch. But all of these guys are on hold fire. I don't fucking... do not understand what happened there. I don't know, I'm going through and fucking healing these guys. That should not have happened. I can't fucking delete the bird when somebody's still in it. So Margiota. I don't know if I can fucking move him. Where is he? Don't let me fucking teleport Margie. There we go.
Correction, you must with that dagger.
Alright, let's see if he's back at base. Alright, yeah, Margiota's back at base. See if he is geared out real quick.
Phoenix 1 was
negative
in the water.
The Thunder, could you give me a marker?
Alright, looks like he's good to go. Send him back in.
Roger that, let's get this going. We're just getting
30 seconds.
Well, that was fucking annoying. Guess now I can take all the guys off the fucking ceasefire. Give me a second here, guys, and I'll move myself into the AO so the radio's not all fucked up.
You guys give me a second here, trying to
we're still not moving anywhere. Let's get fucking going. Roger that.
Solid copy, 545. We're moving them out now, over.
Don't know if it was an Igloo or an RPG. It was not an RPG. It was a lock-on missile. The only guys that have lock-on missiles are the guys up here with stingers, so I don't know how the fuck they fired, because they were all on hold fire.
We're going to go ahead and scan for AA threats.
Definitely fucking odd. Yeah, RPG definitely doesn't go that far. Petco and Lantier. Let's see if we can find them here.
1034, you have the enemy mod position along with ZSU cannons.
And round
Good
2.
copy. Mortars and ZSU.
069er.
However, I believe what shot them down was missiles, as I didn't hear anything.
Fucking retards. Already been sent.
Say again, marker for mortars.
1034. The one on the hill.
Negative. 1034. Also.
Correction, 1034.
Alright. Let's get myself in the AO here somewhere.
Affirm. Is it 1034 on that hilltop to the southeast?
And Isaac, thank you for the follow.
Havoc 5, this is 36. Bearing 130 from our position.
Alright, so let's fucking start sending the patrols out there now.
Wait, one over.
Free 1, this is free 4.
Havoc 3, this is 5. Blue Force Mark 1039er southeast of Victorin is enemy mortar pit. Will be deploying Havoc 4 to take that out.
Free 1, free 4 is going to follow you in southwest 3-4.
Solid copy, Havoc 5. You said 10939. Solid copy. If you can have them shift to Blue Force, you can have them suppress a little bit to Blue Force marker 1034, just to the back of it to the south. That'd be helpful.
Alright. When the fuck? Doesn't seem like my shit should still be staticky.
Roger, apologies.
Everyone's got a marksman at bearing 138 top of the hill. Yeah, 338. If you can, try to get eyes on top of that hill.
Center for 4 on 3-1. Havoc 4, fire for effect.
I can see the hill, but I can't see the marksman. We're pushing up on it.
Marker 1039er.
Solid copy.
Grid 069er 032.
3-1's positioning
3 rounds easy.
Trying to get eyes on this asshole.
A firm 3 rounds each.
Copy that. 3-1 break. Once that marksman gets down, we need to continue moving.
Both squads, 3-6.
Move, motherfucker.
Orders going out from 1039. At grade reference 059.
Come on, just fucking sit there. Been shooting at you.
Thunder be advised, mortars currently dropping on marker 1039er. If we get a PDA on that, it'd be great.
Havoc 3, this is free 4.
This is 3-3, we're engaging guys on our left flank. Looks like we got most of them down.
How much in now?
Oh, they're about to get a good flank going there.
If you can't, hold on, 3-1. 3-3, if you can't get to the top of the hill, get eyes out and try to support us as we advance. 3-1, go for 3-7. Bedwise 3-1 is pushing east to the
Hit
shore.
that field right
line
there.
and pushing down south towards 3-3's position.
Dive, as them mortars are firing your mission time now.
Copy that, 3-1 break. Looks like there was an encamped position that's going to be pretty much all, to your south-southeast. You need to watch out for that.
This is 3-6.
Oh yeah, that was a nice close firefight there.
Mortars are still up. I don't know if any rounds impacted. I didn't see anything.
Havoc 4, be advised. Flash.
Copy nothing. What's going on?
3-1. This is 3-3, send it. Bedwise 3-1 is pushing down our position from the north. We'll be taking the eastern hillside. Pause over.
Mortars just splashing position.
3-1, 3-1, sorry, 3-1, 3-3, be advised. 3-4 just took some mortar hits. The squad leads down, and most of the squad is down at the same time.
Oh, look at that nice cutoff I had on him.
That's negative. 3 mics over here. Copy that.
Havoc 5, this is 3-6. You said something over?
How the fuck are all these guys dead already?
Previous, out.
Are they fucking dropping bombs in the center of my fucking town?
3-1, 3-1, 3-3, this is 3-6.
Fucking cock sucks.
Communicate your movements amongst each other. Kind of spread out here.
Lancer 1 on 7-0.
Please tell me you guys are not walking through the same fucking field that was just hit with mortars.
From your cleared ordnance at your discretion.
Roger. I'm going to start with 1 5
You do not treat wounded in an active fucking IDF area.
30 seconds.
This is 3-3, I hear mortars firing break. 3-1, I don't see anything to your direct east.
Hatter 3, this is 5. The entire platoon is fucking spread out, and we need to consolidate. We basically have a squad fucking attacking the town by itself right now.
Hey, from Havoc 5, I'm having them reposition back on each other and get to their proper positionings over.
Dagger, this is Lancer 1 on 7-0.
Go for Dagger 7-0.
Be advised, I have comms with pilot. He's set down marker 1044 in the town of Corazon. Would I be clear
Self
to,
turned around, they're attacking from the other direction.
Copy that. I'll be getting airborne from the base. Time now. 5, this is 4 on 3-1.
This is 4, send it. 5, correction.
High 3 is 3-1.
Oh, we've seen somebody.
4 was just hit by enemy IDF. We're patching out like the time now, then we'll continue.
3-3 is 3-1.
Roger that, all squad, all count 3-1, be advised. Called in air assets on
3-3 is 3-1. 3-3, yes. You guys alright?
4 copies.
I'm recalling at 30 seconds time when I just replied the target. My apologies.
Wow, nobody got fucked up from that. That's impressive.
Once you get up here, set up SPF and get fire out. Break. 3-1, 3-3, 1. Need to start maneuvering. Fuck.
Need to start maneuvering. Fuck. Hey, Sphero. Oh, you guys are not in a good spot.
Warlord Dagger sensor.
Shadow 7-0.
You guys got a 5.
This is 5. Copy, checking on
537.
Alright.
Break.
Stand by.
Haven't seen this 3-1.
Oh, they got 2 of my mortars.
1039. Grid reference 069032.
Fuck, they killed a bunch of guys up here. Oh, and they took out my fucking AGS-30, you dicks. And they took out the fucking Disney, too. Missile launch. Lots of missile launches.
3-3, send traffic. 3-3, I need your wife to get in contact with 3 Mike.
I bet those grenades are going to be way short.
Solid copy,
Say again, he's
Oh shit, that was way out there.
3 Mike, he's my fucking medic. 3
Mike's
saying he's not hearing him. Over.
Can you kill it now?
I don't care if 3 Mike can hear him, he's my medic. He just needs to hear me.
Copy that. 3 Romeo out. That's safe firm, I got it.
Tank bearing 128, 300 meters from 3 position.
Where's my fucking specifier? There it is.
Is the nuclear coming in and go run on that mortar pit, please?
Hey, firm, you've been cleared for a long time.
Roger, I was getting locked onto.
Havoc 5, this is 36.
Roger, 36 is 5, send it.
Dagger, here's
Oh, motherfucker, they took out my other goddamn gun.
southwest of the town. There is an active enemy armor that's pretty hot on my scope.
Roger, give me a mark.
Solid copy.
Oh, you dick.
Roger, please.
Dagger's Woodward as
Oh, that's a fucking tank.
Right next to SBF 2. That is one times enemy armor identified as a as a BMP guns.
There is no BMPs in this entire fucking area. None whatsoever.
It's maneuvering.
Solid copy, Havoc 5. Require traffic right now. Over.
Roger out.
This is free folks going up and see Central.
Oh, this guy's injured.
Be advised, we have no clearance on that target.
TF is fast taken care of.
5, this is 4 on 3. It's going catastrophic. 5, will be advised, was been engaged by a squad to outbearing 039. Reference plate for Micah 1049. Believe eliminated at this time, but we're going to push it.
I don't think I can reach those guys on the hill. Maybe I can.
Experiencing a slideshow.
Be advised, potential enemy squad, Geforce 1049er on our north flank. Keep that in mind as we move towards the town. Over.
3-4, if you need to, one checkpoint that you can make is the roadblock to our freaking southeast.
Over.
Somebody's shooting at him.
Set it for 3-1. 3-1, we
GDA
have
on that cast run. Seems to be 100
I got the
over
tank.
100. I believe there is possibly one AA ZSU up, but everything else should be destroyed. That's enough to run.
No, there's no CSUs left alive. Of course, you would fucking run into the only goddamn wall you could right there. How? Fucking retards.
Havoc 5, this is 3-6. We have not located that squad to the north. It hasn't moved up into a position we can get it out. Over.
Forward, 7-0. Check blue for marker 1050.
Alright, so now we let them get into the town and see what they can do.
Advised, Thunder can confirm.
Roger.
5, this is 3-6.
If you want about the ones in the town, they're the ZSU cannons.
We're commandeering AGM. AGM over.
Oh, they finally got him.
That's negative. That does not look like
Oh, this guy fell through the floor somehow.
Towards the town. 3-6.
Well, he hasn't been shooting at him, so I can't exactly make him fucking magically start shooting now.
Solid copy, machine guns.
Damn, they dismounted this thing already? Fuckers. Alright, now is the easy part of the job. We just hang out and wait for them to go into the town and start clearing out buildings. Fucking retarded ass AI, man.
This is 5, send it.
5 foot be advised, we've cleared up the engaged, so we're going to continue pushing along this shoreline to our southeast, blue for marker 1041, and clear that out as well.
Yeah, CQB. Oh, CQB, CQC, same thing.
Actually, Havoc 4, go ahead and set up. I see fucking still movement up on the hilltop to the southeast. Break. 1034, 1039. I want you guys to work you around on that shift northeast to southwest. 5.
Damn, these guys are all like right fucking on top. What are you doing, dude? Like, why the fuck? Fucking artificial intelligence, my ass.
3-4, I need once you get on top there, I need you to get eyes out. 3-3's taking some fire.
3-4 copies, 3-3's taking fire from where?
Yeah, April, I want you
You know that dude is just like, stop fucking shooting at me.
All squads is 3-6, 35, we'll send that out time now.
We have a fire mission on force markers 1034 at grid rep 059 to 032.
I don't know who the fuck shot me. I had to win somebody over there. Aw, man. Like, why do you guys have to be so fucking retarded?
Switching to guns.
3-3, we're gonna need you to start moving into the town, start clearing it, so everyone can start clearing it.
BJ 100, over 100.
Roger, okay.
3-3, who's shooting targets to the south? This is 3-3, we got guys over to our south-southwest.
The south.
Oh. Got Lion and Harper down over here. Get myself a little closer here. What is this over here?
Friendly infantry breaching from
Oh, I have it forward.
northwest.
They're a long fucking ways away from everybody.
A firm got one type squad breaching from the northwest. Copy that.
Solid copy. They're looking at a structure to their southeast, a two-story structure that is, looks like there's at least 2 to 3 guys in there, so if you can advise them to watch out.
3-4, if you're seeing any motherfuckers.
Guess we got these guys out there swimming.
Western flank, no friendly threat for west.
Solid copy. Directly scan our western flank. It's scanning time now.
I'm seeing some friendly forces pushing in from the west.
Roger, friendlies from the west. They must not have cleared.
Come on, guys. Please come over here and clear this little building. Don't just skip it. You know there's fucking enemies in this compound. Come on, guys. Do not skip this fucking building. Damn it.
To the south over.
We're on it.
Why, man?
Have a 3, this is 5. Just got word from Dagger. We're clear out to our west, over.
What the fuck is even going on here?
I thought it just got locked on too. I don't know what's going on.
3-6, break.
All
The
threats
fuck?
have been eliminated from the west. Continue your movement into the town.
Roger.
Hey,
Oh, they're inside. The fucking wall is separating these buildings.
We have a BTR in the middle of the town that's in your area. Locate it and destroy that shit.
3 copies.
Hey, man, I tell you sometimes. Still not. Who is this? Richie! What the fuck? You know better, dude.
1245, Roger. Give me 30 seconds. Apologies for 7-0 talk.
Got you.
Shit! 5-4, be advised around going out time now. I'll advise on splash. Additionally, be advised to having some technical issues with Android devices over here.
Roger.
Roger,
Roger, where? Oh, they're going back up to that hill up top up there?
right below you on those buildings.
Was that the previous fire mission? Was that the previous fire mission that I gave you?
Alright, at least that guy's not stuck in a fucking wall or something.
3-7, be advised, one guys, don't advise because BTR, where exactly is it inside the town?
Oh, come on. God, you
Thank you.
motherfucker. You got real lucky right there.
Going in.
Fucking open a door with 1 round in the magazine. Useless fucking AI.
Sorry.
3133, who hit that BTR with AT?
I say again, what the location
Wasn't us. Copy that, 333.
Lucky for you guys, fucking BTR is already dismounted.
Presumably you think the fuck out.
3-3 hit it, but it's still up. Copy that, so we
Oh, somebody got fucked. Stopped right in the fucking door, Stevens. Do we run headless clients? No, because headless client doesn't really increase performance for us. It would increase performance for me as Zeus, not having all the AI slaved to my machine. But yeah, as far as like the task force itself, it's really not a noticeable improvement. Not need a fucking weapon squad for a fucking BTR.
There's Ward on 7-0, check blue 4 marker 1034. There seemed to be a bunkered complex with a lot
That
of
was
guys
my
laying in
notepad.
it. So, yeah. You might want to watch out.
Roger.
Give me a second here, guys. I gotta write some shit down.
Havoc 5, this is 36.
Send it.
5, this is 36. Do we have any type of visual on that hilltop just up to our fucking southeast at Blue Force marker 1034?
We can get them, but we've been shown Roger that. Fucking good.
Solid copy. Got reports that there was some type of fire in there, but I don't know. Just some of them over.
However, there might be 1 or 2
That sounded painful.
Repeat previous fire mission.
This is 3-3, the BTR is down.
Repeat previous fire
We're
mission.
also fucking bingo on ammo. AT ammo. Copy that, 3-3.
There we go. A wild Soto. What? Soto, you say?
Guys, these buildings are full of fat motherfuckers.
Yes, they are. What are you guys doing? FHQ just fucking hanging out. At least somebody fucking flashed it.
3 down.
36
Back
out.
out. I want to go out this door.
Alright, Alpha, what's down to west coast?
Coming out.
Surrounded.
Mark it.
Yeah, World War November's away.
Clear here.
Mark it. To your right.
Negative, I did not mark it. Friendly.
Okay, fuck it, can't mark it. Mina, you good?
Oh, Richie, that is the wrong building to run to, homie. Cell needs a reinsert. No idea where the fuck Sal is supposed to go, so he's going back here.
Northeast coming in, we have infantry marker northeast to that 1034, that infantry marker 1034, over.
Solid copy 1034, checking now.
Alright, Sal is back in.
Roger that, blue for marker 1034, round count.
1034, I think I'm still seeing at least
hold for now,
3 to 4 guys crawling over. Full copy. So, yeah,
Going
make it
up.
a 4.
Copy, right
One up there. Lancer and 7-0 updated
Frag it,
at
frag it,
1104. They are engaging
I don't have
friendlies
my
right now. Look like they're out of
Fresh flash, go ahead.
Flash out.
Roger,
Go, go, go.
104.
That was perfect.
Contact down. Alright, I'm gonna go left. I'm gonna go right.
Hey, and Avery with the gifted sub to Kyle. Thank you very much on Lupian's behalf, or however the fuck I pronounce your name. I don't know. I always just call you Kyle because that's what I know you from YouTube. That was absolutely perfect though. Like, he came around that corner, seen the dude, backed off, called for the frag, didn't have a frag, threw a flash, breached it, fucking beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh shit, yeah, I'd do the same fucking thing, man.
This is 3-3, set traffic. 3-3, my guys, don't advise them while you're engaging. I think close to you or far.
Come on, dude, you can do it.
I think they're in one of these buildings right in front of us. I'm clearing out to it.
Havoc 5, this is 3-6.
3-4, customers, you cleared up the 2-story or the 1-story?
5, 3,
What the fuck is this guy connected to?
Once we're done
Trying to clear all the above.
Oh, this fucking idiot.
That hilltop and clear it out with the infantry over.
Oh.
Negative, hold the town as it is.
Solid copy 5, 3-6 house.
Come on, you can do it.
7-0, from my perspective, it looks like the motor strike
Havoc 4,
went a little bit of
this is 3-6, Bert.
too far south,
Good effect on target, good effect on target.
west. However, it's the infantry
Come on, Foster.
are way too sporadic, so
Come on.
it's only 3 guys there, so they're just way too sporadic for the mortars to hit them reliably. Over.
I don't know if this guy can go out the front door or not.
Friendly's coming down. Friendly's coming down.
I'm repacking. I can't move right now.
Price escape. Coming down. Friendly's coming down.
On you, Smith. Stagger, be advised, there's only 2 mats left off that last patrol at 1104. They're about 200 meters to the north of that marker.
Be advised, we're gonna report that
I need
that. It's over.
Something just flew out of
Yeah, 3, this is 5, negative, there should be no more mortars around.
I told you I was going.
Solid copy 5.
Move back, move back.
Yeah.
Where is he? Right behind the corner.
I need medical attention. Somebody shot me in the back.
3-3, this is 3-6.
5, this is 4 on 3-1.
This is 5.
Wade's right. I'm ready to move.
5, 6, 5, we got 3, just got whacked over here. They're clearing this out, but it looks like we still got
Oh, that fucking flash.
That's one way of doing it.
Home's clear.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the guy.
This is 3-3,
be advised, some of these guys are shooting through the garage doors.
Solid copy 3-3.
Through the garage doors.
I will PT you all until you fucking die!
3-3, this is 3-7. This is 3-3, set traffic. I'm gonna need your southern team to start clearing farther south. Roger, someone was over there to our south clearing buildings.
MC, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
Oh, Roger. We're still busy at the yellow smoke. We got multiple guys getting treated. Copy that, 3-3.
Oh, I think that was me that popped out around the corner there that they're talking about. It definitely wasn't somebody shooting through a garage door.
Let's push right out.
3-1, this is 3-4.
Along the MSR.
It's 3-1, send it. 3-1, be advised, my guys are reporting there's guys within 100 meters to northeast.
Fuck's sake.
House to the left.
Moving.
He's in there.
Stack
up. The right side of the house.
Copy, let's take a look at it.
I'm on your
Opening,
face.
3-3,
Opening
we're
door.
clearing out
Went to
everything
the
that's
right
around
wall.
us before. Solid copy, 3-3, clear
Fans
access
down.
discretion, over.
Putting a flash
Yeah,
out.
got it. I got
Flash
him.
out.
Fucking get it done.
Flash out. Oh shit, bad flash.
Alpha, you need to go to this next building to your north and clear it out.
I'll get us down.
And that's what happens when you get in a gunfight in a fucking doorway. You gotta stand there and try and trade rounds with the guy.
This is Refill.
3-4, go ahead and move to the western side of the town at 2 Blue 4 marker 1050. Set up a defensive position and orient west.
Cope, it's been going okay. Not as bad as last week was.
3-7, I don't see a 1050. Do you mean 1030? 3, this is 4 on 3-1.
That's a negative 3-4. It's going to be pretty much directly north of you. 3-3, this is 3-6.
This is relatively clear.
Roger.
This is Lantern.
3-1, 3-7.
You're gonna go back and stand right in the same spot I just shot you at.
Cleared out that northeastern sector of the town. Go ahead and set up in the buildings.
Okay,
and
got it.
yourself to the east. And pretty much make sure no one gets in.
That was really stupid.
Thank you.
Right, Dagger, for confirmation. Looks pretty much all friendly except a lot of thermal contacts are enemy, but they're dead, so you should be clear.
This one guy finally decides he wants to get into the fight.
Doug, you have one guy still alive there off to the east.
Yep, just one more coming in from the east where 1104 was.
Vivas, Thunder could kill him if need be.
3-6.
Go for 3-4. Stand by.
3-6. Be advised. Once you get down into one town, get at least one of your
That's
elements
it.
facing the west and another element facing up to the northern road.
An error. Damn it.
I do say he got shot.
Yeah.
3-6 out.
That was Brownlee going, man, I wanted to shoot the gun again.
Yeah, that's a very painful death from where I'm watching, so.
Unfortunate, because we just got cleared.
5, this is 4 on 3-1.
Well, then.
Damn it.
This is having 5 cent traffic.
We can make sure he's super dead.
Having 5, we'll be advised, we're back on.
This is 3-3, send it.
Negative.
Time for whiskey.
Dead until he's been notified.
They had Hammers had a good night.
Nasty goo.
3-3 copies. We're pushing south where you told us to clear earlier right now. So it's going to be
Havoc 5, this is 3.
Alright guys, give me one quick second. I'm going to take a piss real quick while they kind of get wrapped up here and get ready for the debrief. So I will be right back.
Right now, and we're going to meet at the main T intersection in the center of town. Let me know when they're done.
Solid copy 5. We don't want. I was gonna set them in defensive positions, but I'm moving to the center over.
I say again, all air assets go ahead and move towards town.
Everybody meet in the
We'll
main
go ahead
T
and get a landing
intersection
zone for
in
you.
town. Over.
That's copies.
All road copies.
Thunder.
all elements. Index.
Yeah, Thunder, go ahead and
rendezvous at the four-way intersection in the town. This is 3-3 on 130. Radio check over. David Charlie frequency 130. 3-6 is 3-3. Can you hear me? Over. Affirm, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Over. It's affirmative, I hear you. 3-3 out. All squads is 3-6. Condition for your weapons. Condition for your weapons. Interrogator, index? Affirm, index.
Be advised, marker 1113, LZ marker. Should be enough clearance for you in here. Just buildings off to your left and right on the road.
Copy all.
We'll mark green smoke. If that's too tight for you, make a secondary LZ at your discretion. It's just, there's not much close to where we're at.
All right, we are back. Like LaRue's ops better, they're longer? Well, we've been going at it for fucking almost 3 hours now. So, if you like his better, then go fucking watch his. Alright, let's get myself teleported in here. Nope, I don't want to teleport hammer. There we go.
All accounted for, Sergeant.
Alright, who is still back at base? Should be just Thunder, because fucking Rotary can fly themselves in here. Alright, Brownlee is out of the bird. There, and where's Lieutenant Brownlee? There we go.
Alright, we're just gonna let your asses get on the ground.
There are more compounds? Well, it has to do with the fucking area you're operating in, not the fucking operation length itself. Yeah, I knew they would make quick work of the town, but we kind of needed to, given time constraints. I mean, we got 15 minutes until we're at absolute maximum length.
We had a rough start.
Yeah, we did have a rough start. It was kind of my wonder for the pilots here. Overall, I think it's overall, I think it's after you guys.
Yeah, you're wasting time trying to fucking talk while those birds are coming in, LT.
We have no fucking time
Oh
for
yeah, the
swag
Apache
walking.
sounds
Get
sexy.
your asses over here. Let's fucking go.
Rock it up, gentlemen.
All right, thank you. All right, that's the conclusion of FTX 0118. Congratulations, you guys completed it successfully. We were off to a very rough start.
Yeah, you know, swag walking.
I don't know why the bird exploded. I'm being told it was AA from one group of people. I'm being told that is impossible from another certain individual. So the birds spontaneously exploded. Do you have any notes on that, Rotary? You gotta yell, I can't hear you.
Chief, we can't hear you, but LT, it was definitely a shoulder fire launch. I just cannot figure out where it was from.
Oh, okay. All right.
So from up in the pilot seat, I ate what appeared to be a missile. Could have been a tank round for all I saw. Then immediately popped. Bird went down. We did not lose the bird on impact with the ground. It was impact with the missile. So whatever hit us had to be something a little bit bigger than just an igla.
Copy that. All right, so unfortunately we weren't necessarily able to practice our faster rope in the field, but thankfully we were brought back up and we continued the mission. Overall, I think the movement of the task force was slow to start. Obviously, with the huge amount of casualties, we had half the task force wiped out in an instant. But after we got up and got moving, I like to see the tempo increase. After you guys got off that hilltop to the northwest there, you guys all moved down here pretty quickly and started clearing out very well. Where I was like, okay, where is everybody? Oh shit, they're ahead of me. So that was good. I like the momentum that you guys displayed here in the town. As far as this town is concerned, I mean, this is one big giant clusterfuck maze. So it's very, very easy for you to leave or go past a building or a door that you don't think you could open, and then have all of a sudden shoot at you after you've already passed it. So be very, very diligent when you are passing, through towns, and make sure every nook and cranny is always explored.
Oh yeah, Kyle, it could have been an SPG because I had a SPG 9 up on top of a roof.
Anything?
So that's a possibility.
The only issue I was having tonight was this comms with 3-3. In regards, the captain is just our comms are still fucked up in ways, but I know we're still trying to work on the fix for it. But that's pretty much all I had, sir.
Okay. Rotary, any notes for the task force?
That's a negative from Rotary, sir.
Oh, well, I got one. Looks
ahead.
like, looks like what I've seen, at least from this one, is that we have a maximum of 2 fast ropes available in each chopper. Not really an issue for our needs, but if we are doing a lot of practices, we're going to need time to go back and resupply those.
How are those resupplied? Just through a resupply truck?
Yeah.
Or okay.
Or if that doesn't work, we can just call up higher and send us another bird.
Gotcha. Thank you. Fixed
Yeah, I don't know. SPGs though, they don't sound like a missile when they launch. And that definitely sounded like a missile.
All right. Dagger.
Negative, sir.
Medical. Well, that'll be platoon medical. All right, thank you. Captain Drumheller. I can't hear you, Captain.
Yeah, I got a couple things. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right, first thing is stopping when you're shooting and not in cover. If you are not in cover and you are shooting at something, you need to be shooting while moving to cover, or just not shooting and moving your ass to cover. Do not fucking stand out in the middle of an open area shooting at something.
Or in a fucking door.
To win the fight, you're gonna lose. And even if you don't lose that one, you're gonna lose the next one or the next one or the next one. Don't fucking let me see that shit. If you're not in cover, shoot while moving or just get to cover. Second thing is medical net, the platoon medical net.
You are definitely correct, Cope.
I dislike that bullshit, and I do not ever want to hear from a squad leader that, you know, they're wasting their time trying to get their medic on the platoon medical net. Those medics belong to the squad leaders and to the platoon. That back channel medical bullshit.
No, it definitely wasn't a fucking RPG, man.
For any medic. So
definitely wasn't an RPG, because an RPG wouldn't have been able to reach him. Because even from that fucking hilltop right there, it's beyond fucking maximum range of the RPG, or very close to it.
I don't ever want to hear that again. That is an optional channel. It is not a required channel. As for the comms issue, I'm not sure if it was the actual comms themselves or if it was the fact that I was dealing with a firefight, I think, over there at the time. I just might not have heard you.
Negative, sir. It was multiple times I was trying to contact you.
Oh, okay.
We had no communication.
But I was talking to 3-7 fine?
Yeah, you were talking to 3-7 just as fine, sir.
Yeah, very true. Shit happens in ArmA.
You just need to send that. If someone can't hear you,
oh yeah, they do.
tell them to restart their comms.
Let's see, we got
That's all I got.
Thank you, Captain. First Sergeant Brewer.
Thank you, LT. Firstly, yeah, the issue with the Chinook getting shot down, that's entirely on me. I don't know what the hell happened there, but shit happens, basically. As far as what I have for notes, one, when you guys go into a compound where there has been multiple buildings that are enemy occupied, clear all the fucking buildings in that compound. As Sergeant First Class Richie found out very goddamn quickly, some asshole with a PKM could suddenly pop out behind you and shoot you in the ass. Make sure you clear all the buildings in a compound if there is a known enemy presence. Next, to kind of dovetail off of what the captain said, when you guys are clearing a building, when you go to pie it, and there's a contact inside, and you engage, anybody that has been in one of my fucking OSUT classes, which is probably damn near 3/4 of you, if not more than that, you don't stop in the fucking fatal funnel and start returning fire and try and get in a one-on-one gunfight. You are not John fucking Wayne. I promise you, you will lose every time, especially when I'm on the other end of the fucking enemy rifle. Lastly, Stop calling the fucking weapon squad for a BTR. You cocksucks are running around out here with AT4s and then bitch and moan when we throw more fucking armor at you because you guys are carrying 8 goddamn pieces of AT sticks per fucking rifle squad, and then every single little piece of armor that shows up, you call for a rifle or for a weapon squad to come hold your fucking hand. Stop it. That bullshit little BTR behind you guys is a total fucking waste of a Maz rocket. You can take one of those out with an AT4. You can disable one with a fucking Law. You can disable one with a fucking M320 grenade launcher. And you're calling for your weapon squad to move themselves 200 meters through an enemy-held town to kill a BTR. That is some of the most retarded shit I have ever seen. Stop doing it. Does everybody understand that?
Yes, for Sergeant.
Yes, for Sergeant.
Lastly, I don't give a fuck if you're pilots or not. I see you guys show up to another goddamn debrief without your weapons condition 4 and an FTX. You're fucking done. Get those magazines out of your weapons. That's all I got, LT.
Thank you, First Sergeant. All right, we're going to open this up on the floor for questions and comments. If you have a question or comment related to the task force, put a C or a Q in chat.
No, Kyle, it definitely had to have been an SPG-9, because that's the only other type of launcher that I had up, aside from the Stingers.
Specialist Philly,
which, I mean, we went through and looked in each one of those, and they were all set to fucking hold fire. So, it had to have been that SPG-9. That is the only thing I can think of.
Comms typical. As 3 Romeo, I didn't have any issue in regards to hearing comms from 3-3, so it just probably on personal end.
Okay.
Well, like I said, it was weird though because the fucking it sounded like a missile launch, and I know SPG-9s don't sound like
I'm
that.
not muted again, am I?
No, sir, you're good.
Just out of curiosity, was that 3-3 that passed the building and left someone in it?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. I was pretty sure we were clearing all our buildings, but I couldn't tell. My 2 teams were split up, and it was nasty. The BTR over there was taken out by 3-3. I think we hit it with a law. Did the law shot hit?
That's a negative, Captain. I shot a little high.
Okay. So the law shot missed, but we took it out with the AT4. Did 3-4 ever get a shot on it?
Negative, Cap. We saw it, but at the time we saw it, you killed us.
Okay. Roger. I was just curious. That's all I had.
Thank you. All right. Going once. Going twice.
Yeah, maybe Ty. It was when it flew by.
And,
maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I have a 3 down on my channel.
Alright guys, so that is going to be it for FTX 118 with Task Force Charlie. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I definitely, I had a pretty good time. Got to hang out and bullshit with you guys quite a bit, as it took a while to get going, so I enjoyed it. Tomorrow, as I said, hopefully I'll be broadcasting a race, the GT3s at Brands Hatch, which is one of my favorite circuits, hands down. And hopefully you guys will be able to join me for that. And then tomorrow night, I will be Task Force Commander for Task Force Bravo, and Drum will be Zeusing. So we'll have our roles reversed come tomorrow. But again, hope you guys enjoyed. I can't thank you guys enough for all of the support, all the follows tonight, multiple subs and resubs. You know, it means a lot to me, especially given the decision I have ahead of me. So I really appreciate all the support, and hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow. And until then, later.